Good evening, Zelda Speedruns. Welcome back for a race. Wow, I can't talk tonight. Talking is hard. We have a four-way race in the Wolfdash 4 tournament for Twilight Princess. On the left, we have Anorakkis versus DeanMachine. On the right, we have midnaliin. Again, I can't talk. Midnaliin versus kipcode. Joined on comms tonight by JD and QWERTY. How are you two doing?
Doing
pretty
great.
good.
I will hand it over to you two. We will get this race going shortly.
All right, so yeah, we have two different races happening right now. We have midnaliin versus kipcode and Anorakkis versus Dean, and I believe we'll be seeing three different routes among the four of them. Dean and Anna will both be running the Empty Lake Hylia route, while midnaliin will be running the Pellet Clip route, and I think kipcode will be running the We Bite Empty Lake Hylia route.
Yeah, this should be fun to see. Lots of different ways that people are going to be doing things. And even different tricks.
Actually, no, it looks like he's running We Forest route. Well, three different routes.
Yeah, not to mention the Kip being on the Wii version. That's going to be a
Yep.
good way to see some new things, some different things from the usual. Very different route there. Should be interesting. What is special about Wolfdash? Well, the wolf is dashing, going faster than usual. But in all seriousness, this is an any percent tournament for Twilight Princess. It's been an exciting one so far. It's been going on since the beginning of this last month, actually. And we are getting going here.
Yep. Well, at least Dean and Anna are getting going. I'm not sure about... Oh, looks like we're all getting going. Okay. Got some insane cutscene skips from everyone.
Basically decides the race from the beginning.
Yeah, honestly. This game is like really, really optimized, so those frames mean everything.
I was sitting on that one for about 2 seconds before making the joke. Yeah. Many of you have probably seen the beginning of this run before. Basically, clip through with a rock, do back in time. Don't fail it. It's not good to fail it, probably. You'll lose maybe like a minute or so just having to do it from the start again. So there's a safe method that the runners are doing. I think.
Yeah, actually the Wii safe method is the fastest safe method.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to go over to the other side of the bridge.
Did you see anyone do side hop at all, or did they all?
Oh
do
yeah,
the safe one?
Kip did side hop since that's the safe method on Wii.
Oh no, I get what you're saying now. I see.
Yeah, there isn't like a hang off the bridge version for Wii. And if there was, it wouldn't be useful because you can't do unplug strats on Wii.
But to put it very short, you gain control on the title screen, which has kind of its own like version of a save file, and then you make a save file over that one, and you reload it, and it puts you here. Skipping a day or two of Orden. So it's kind of just from here, gonna be a lot of movement, nothing too much to talk about really, getting the lantern, and then just kind of doing a bunch of rolling to get to the end of the sequence where you save Tallow. But it looks like all the runners are pretty close. This is only the beginning though, of course.
After they burn these webs, they'll sometimes run in a little circle to gain up speed so they can already be at full speed when the web is intangible. So they don't have to start building up speed the moment it becomes intangible.
Yeah, one of many little small optimizations that we will be seeing the runners do, especially in a movement-heavy part like this. Especially rolling. Rolling is actually fastest when you can frame perfectly chain them. You lose speed if you don't manage to do so. But this can
Yeah.
also vary depending on whether Link is on a slope and certain other factors.
Yeah, if
But
you're in
that's
like a
the general
very
idea.
sloped area, missing like one chained roll can mean multiple seconds of time loss, just because it's so hard to regain your speed if you're just on constant slopes.
Yeah. It feels really gross during this segment when you miss rolls on slopes.
Yeah.
Especially that final one. Yeah, there's one right there. We just saw on Dean's screen. I think he is the furthest ahead at the moment.
And Kip is actually taking a different route through the woods here because Wii doesn't lag as much, so he can take a more direct line while not lagging like you would on GameCube if you took that line.
Dean about to finish here. Little jump attack that midnaliin just did that you saw. Just gain a little bit more distance as the cutscene is starting.
Yeah, it looks like midnaliin. Sorry, Dean will be the first.
Yeah, not a bad time. Cage break time for a race, for sure. 406. With safe bit, all things considered, that's pretty fast. Having a hard time keeping track of all the cage break times.
There is many racers on screen.
About 4, I think I'm counting, right?
Yeah, something like that.
But combining races is good. It helps the restreamers for sure. We got one like that tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'll be back here for that one tomorrow too.
Oh yeah, true. TGD is counting 13 racers. I'm interested to know where the other ones are.
This is the 12th and 13th race I've commentated.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of commentating. So
yeah, I just sign up for anyone that I can do.
Yeah, very, very hopeful. I wanted to do a little bit more commentating if I could, so I thought, why not? We got goats going on right now. All the runners are currently, well, Dean just finished, but
it's a bit of RNG here.
A little bit.
Just a bit.
It's mostly, it's not the placement of the goats. The placement of the goats at the start is always the same, but rather their sensitivity, like the radius through which they are affected by your relativity to them, I guess. It can vary. It's kind of strange.
It's their sensitivity and radius.
Yes. And sometimes you may find that a goat is basically asleep and doesn't react to you at all unless you're like brushing against his body. Or they are very, very alert and they get scared by you within 10 feet. You just never know.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll get scared and walk 3 steps, or sometimes they'll get scared and walk like 3 miles.
No, the worst thing is when they go up right up next to the barn door and they're too close to it, so if you whoop them, they run past it. It's just so dumb.
My least favorite thing with goats is when you just kind of commit to a whoop, like even when like one of the goats looks like he's not turning the right way, but you commit to it anyway, and then you're just like, why did I do that?
Now here, you thought the Luck Fest was over with goats. No, sir. We got Bo now. 2 things back to back that can really kind of make a big difference for your Iron Boots time. So when starting out a run, you typically just hope that both go well, right? But there's a lot of variation that happens here. But basically, it's sort of like a rock, paper, scissors game. The ideal way to go about it is to slap Bo and then mash A quickly enough to push him off the ring in one single push. It can be tricky.
Especially on Wii, it's a lot harder to mash A on Wii.
Oh, I bet. Didn't even think
just
about that.
Just a stiffer and smaller button there.
Yeah, you'll probably be able to offer a lot of info on Wii that I don't even know.
A bit. I mean, like, I don't run Wii, but I do know a little bit.
Yeah, I never ran it either, but, you know, fair. Dean the first to get the boots at about 7:47, I think it was.
Yeah, no, the other three are not having really great times with Bo right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just seeing like a pain compilation on my screen.
That's the thing with Bo, is he can have a solid chance of just giving you bad luck. And if you're doing a race, you know, you got to keep the run going, and you just got to take whatever bow you get. So he can really troll. Kip had a very interesting one there just now. He kind of just slapped a bow off. That was cool. Sometimes weird stuff like that happens. Anno had 7 slaps. Nice.
Nice.
I've seen as many as like 10 before.
That means you're gonna get a 7-cycle Zelda.
Good thinking.
And Dean had slaps.
Just slaps.
Yeah, he had some slaps.
Were they performed by Bo or by Link?
I don't know. It does make a big difference.
But we got everyone out of Bo.
They're all saving.
Essentially ready to get the run going, kind of. There's some more hurdles to cross over, as with TP, but that's what makes the race exciting, right? Anything can happen.
Yep, and they're all saving just in case they die in sewers. Wouldn't want that.
And if you miss Box Breaker, you also have to end your game. So sorry,
just,
Dean.
Like reload that save. Try again.
Oh yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's gone. But yeah, sewers is sewers. You just make your way through it as Wolf. Kind of get to make an introduction to Wolf movement here. Show off.
There is some interesting tech. Yep.
Yeah, a little bit of tech.
A lot of things with dash spacing and dash canceling, because you don't want to ever be going slow. So you kind of have to use B attacks and dash cancels to kind of space where you have a dash to make sure that you're always at dash speed or B attack speed. They're very similar in speed.
And then there's the timer that goes when you dash as Wolf before you can dash another time. But if you interrupt it with something right after the dash, within a certain amount of frames, I don't know the number, but
I've heard 10, but I don't know if that's real.
It sounds close. It sounds about right. But yeah, interrupt it with anything like a B attack, even C up, which can come in handy while like swimming. Yeah, and you can dash instantly again. We take advantage of this quite a bit in the run.
TGD confirms it is 10.
It is 10. All right. That is half of a roll. I think that was Minna TD we saw with Dean right there just now. It saves a very small amount of time, but basically kind of skips one of her text boxes there. If skip is the right word. And then there is this little bridge skip.
Nice
It's not
squeeble.
really a bridge. Oh yeah, squeebles are classic. Little cleaning cloths. That's what I feel like they look like. Dish rags.
Perhaps.
Dean with a cool side hop there. Fun little fact about this room at the top is you can fall through it randomly if you are just at the right spot.
You can also get a random jump in that same spot if you run over it.
Link might stop and decide to turn around and jump backward. You never know.
Nice rope.
Anno's at the rooftops now.
Is he gonna do Anno jump? Of course he is.
Oh, it's not even a question. You guys want to see something unique? Look at what Anno does right here.
Nobody else does this.
No!
And that's why.
There's an ounce of risk to it.
More than an ounce, I'd say.
Okay, a quart.
A quart, yeah. Something like that. He's not going for it again. Wait,
Man,
did he?
I feel like he
just
would have
miss it?
gone for it again. Dean has finished with the sewers/rooftops segment, and he is
Apparently he
gonna be
did do
doing
it again, and I missed it.
Okay, that does sound like Anno. He commits. Now we got Sword and Shield Skip coming up on Dean's side, very soon for Anno here. Many of you might be familiar with this trick. In short, you take advantage of Hugo here, this Bulblin, and place him in the right spot, attack him so that Link jumps further, and you skip a trigger that forces you to turn around, and instead make it into a trigger that lets you proceed.
It's a bit tricky.
A little tricky, yeah. It's not easy by any means. Everybody getting into it full swing now. Dean is actually about to do it. People turn on their senses typically for better visibility here, so they can see the trigger.
So Hugo's in a good spot right now for Dean. He'll probably go for that. Yep, that looks good. There it is.
Good one from Dean.
Getting that first try is very nice. See if Anna also gets it first try. It's very unfortunate to fail this because it loses a good minute to 90 seconds or so.
Yeah, it's not very fun to miss. Typically, in like just a normal run setting, you would most any runner would reset if they failed this trick.
Yeah, so Kip just shows what happens when you hit the trigger that you don't want to hit. So he's gonna have to void out to reset Hugo's health here.
Yeah, unfortunate. If you go for it a second time, Hugo will die
this
because
looks good
you have
for
already
Midna.
done too much
there
damage.
It is.
Excellent by Midna. But yeah, reloading the area does reload Hugo's health as well, which is very nice for if you need to do a retry.
If you do accidentally fully kill Hugo, I think you can save warp just before he explodes and he'll still be there.
Oh, does he permanently vanish if you kill him?
I think so.
If you allow him to explode, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess that makes sense. Fairly scripted Shadow Beast fight here. This is just where the game unlocks the Midna charge ability.
So this trick is actually a bit harder on Wii because Wii doesn't have a C-stick for camera control, so you kind of have to just use what you get. And
oh yeah, that is a good thing to mention.
You often don't get great angles for it just automatically.
Unfortunately, Kip was too far forward and hit the trigger before getting the chance to jump after Hugo again.
Dean just got a one-frame Midna jump. So whenever Midna has text before a Midna jump, there's one frame where you can do the jump before her animation plays to go to the spot you're jumping to. And they usually save around a second. There's a bunch of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we failed to mention there's a bunch of those in the sewers as well.
There's a bunch of one-framers in general. Like whenever you leave a dig spot, there's like a one-framer you can get there. Mm-hmm. There's like some one-frame side hops. There's a one-frame jump attack that saves a minute.
That's the big one. We're gonna hope to see all the runners get that one today, unless Kip's route doesn't do it. I don't know if Kip's route is doing Gorge Void.
Let me think about. I think he warps the bridge. If he's doing the route, I think he's doing.
Okay, so no need for Gorge Void, of course, if you are going to have the bridge. If he's warping the bridge, that means we get to see some Forest Temple action.
And we just saw early Master Sword from Dean. Kind of went by fast, so I'll try and explain it while Anno does it in just a second. But there is a messenger fight here, and you can lure one of the messengers close to the wall, and then do a Midna charge in a specific way that you kind of attack upwards and land on the wall. Nice! So Anno actually went for a faster method of it there that most people don't go for, where you get them on the other side. It's supposedly about the same exact like idea. It's not too much different, but most people don't know it because it kind of relies on getting some good RNG at the beginning.
It does, yeah.
You'll see midnaliin do it the normal way that most people do it. He's a little bit far off the wall there, but he should be able to get it still.
Oh, yeah, Jamal's the name of the
There it
Shadow
is.
Beast.
Yeah.
And that's the successful trick. You just time a super jump while charging with the B charge at the right time of the arm swing, and if it does the fast version of the arm swing, it won't work. Probably won't work.
Mid is collecting some health there because if you do die during this Skull Kid chase, you have to restart the entire thing.
Luckily, that's not a very common occurrence.
Definitely doesn't happen that often, but when it does, like if you enter on like a half heart, there's like a good chance you'll get hit once before you grab a heart.
Yeah, I saw that somebody was playing it safe and grabbing some hearts from bushes, which is good. Especially for a race. Playing it safe can't hurt too much, you know. Kip is having an unfortunate time with Sword and Shield Skip here. And, you know, that said, it is definitely harder on the Wii version to perform. And combine that with the setting of a race, yeah, it can perhaps be a little bit difficult, but hopefully he perseveres and presses on.
Yeah, it's just an annoying trick. It takes a long time to retry. There's a lot of RNG in how easy it is, and what was I going to say? It's very easy to just screw up one input and then accidentally kill him, and then you have to still reset it without even attempting the trick.
Mm-hmm. That said, he will be doing early Master Sword as well, which is just another trick that is made more difficult by not having camera control. So, honestly, just like big props to Kip here. Believe in you.
So he tried to set up an angle by L targeting at the beginning so he can kind of control what angle he's going to get a little bit when he L targets Hugo. But you only have so much control there, and then if you push him in a certain way, the camera just gets completely messed up like it is right now, so he went back to reset it.
Dean is looking to have maybe like a 2150 Master Sword.
Not bad.
Anno not too far behind. They're fairly close to each other, maybe like a 45-second gap or something.
Yep, which doesn't mean a whole lot near the beginning. There, Kip just got it.
Oh, perfect. We got everyone through Sword and Shield Skip now. But yeah, much harder to perform that trick on Wii, for sure. Or at least more awkward. See if Anno gets all 12 cents presses.
Ah, he's washed.
Washed. But
Dean, can Dean beat it?
The Master Sword puzzle is extremely telegraphed. We make the joke all the time, like, oh man, I hope the runner remembers the puzzle, but, you know, we're joking, of course. The puzzle's extremely easy when you know the solution. It's the same thing every time, so...
25 seconds. All right.
25 seconds, okay. I was a decent bit off, actually. So, yeah, not a huge gap there.
So after this, like 2-minute or whatever cutscene, they will all be heading, I think all of them will be heading to Forest Temple.
Yes, Kip will just be getting some tears along the way, because you have to complete the Fair and Twilight if you plan to warp the bridge to Kakariko Gorge.
Yep, you gotta complete the Fair and Twilight and all of the Forest Temple, so he'll be the only one completing the full Forest Temple.
That'll be fun. Hopefully we get to see Uklis.
Yeah, hopefully. Forest Temple in general just looks pretty cool to watch fast.
I enjoy doing that full dungeon in any run that does it. It's a fun one. And we'll get to see some bugs that we don't get to see too often in Wolfdash.
Yep, everybody else skipped Fair and Twilight, but Kip will be completing it.
The other runners, on the other hand, have the misfortune of having to try to get Gorge Void, which is a one-frame jump attack that if you miss, you effectively lose 1 whole minute.
They also have the misfortune of Fair and Escape just existing as a trick in general in the run.
Fair and Escape is, yeah, it can be quite finicky.
It's a trick that isn't hard, but is extremely annoying.
That's exactly it. Yeah, just accidentally running into the trigger before even getting to try to do the LJA and just a bunch of things like that. Or perhaps even doing the LJA and then landing on the trigger. That's even slower.
That's the worst. That's just the worst.
This is why I very much like the setup for it that I do.
What's your setup?
Just the wolf setup that SVA did.
I've tried it. I've never really found it to be a whole lot faster than just setting up as human. Like, sure, setting up as human is a little bit more annoying, but...
It's 2 seconds slower than a fast human setup, but I find that to be worth the consistency for sure.
Might revisit it.
One of those little cool SVA tidbits. He found like a bunch of stuff while he was active in the game. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna see Purple Mist here. It's faster to go through this as human once you can be human and just swing the lantern instead of doing wolf jumps. But you have to do it with a sort of precision if you want to do it optimally. So like timing and spacing your rolls and lantern swings the right way, and you can get through just like how Dean did. And Anno's going to be doing that in a second.
Since they have the Master Sword, it becomes fairly easy to complete this messenger fight as human. Just gotta jump attack or roll stab this guy, then spin these other guys over here.
Yeah, they can still be dumb. Sometimes you get a wall inspector here and there. A Shadow Beast who just finds the wall very, very interesting and does not want to stop.
First try EMS from Kip.
Oh, well done, Kip. He did not have a problem there. That's good.
And Kip is saving in Sacred Grove here, and you didn't see anyone else do that. Everybody else saved outside of Bo's house instead, and they're kind of for the same reasons. Right now, Dean is going to do Back in Time again. He's doing a jump attack here, and he's going to exit the Forest Temple but not hit the load zone on the ground. So the collision for Forest Temple actually ends there, so he can just kind of go through that visible wall and reset the game to do Back in Time again. Here he's going to void out and load a file at the same time. The file is the save he made outside of Bo earlier, and that will put him in the King Boblin 1 fight, and he will reset the game and then skip this cutscene. And that will set a flag in memory, well, it'll set a value in memory that corresponds to, it's used for boss fight cutscenes, like opening cutscenes for boss fights sometimes, but it's also used for the amount of monkeys you have in the Forest Temple. So now he has at least 4 monkeys, which is all he needs.
At least 4?
He has some amount greater than 4 that we don't exactly know.
It is always interesting to remember that the monkeys share the same value as boss fights. But they just do, so this works. And then, we're gonna see Dean nut onto the spider here.
I have Stink's nuts here.
Dean busted his nut successfully. Very good.
Yep. They are really close right now.
Since we did Back in Time at the beginning, that just completely removes your ability actually to even get the slingshot, because it skips the day of Orden where you typically do. Puts it in a different state. So not having the slingshot or the boomerang, you know, how else do we get the spiders down? Well, we throw rocks at them, like any sane man would.
It
I guess they're
also
not
got
technically
back in
rocks, are
time
they?
first try using the late frame backup.
Yeah, I swear that safe prompt method being found was the best thing that ever happened.
I think she, yeah.
Oh shoot!
She
Wait,
don't save, just reload, She must have hit A before she like was voiding out, so she didn't get bite.
yeah, I think the file was just loaded. Unfortunate time loss there. Should be able to just
She has
try
to do
again.
yeah, just has to do back in time again. This is a 2-framer, so it's not too difficult to get, and she just got the good frame there. Oh, there's 2 frames, one is easier and one is harder.
I never
So
thought
that
of
should
one
work.
as being easier than the other. I felt like they were just like 2 frame. I don't know, but how many ook hops will Anno get? I actually did not count.
I didn't either. Alright, that looks fine. That should still work for mid.
Yeah, there's like a certain timing that you have to do the inputs with for resetting the game and also skipping that cutscene.
She skipped the cutscene really late, but I think it's still fine.
Yeah, it can be sketchy if you skip it too late.
See if she gets good Nancy RNG here. Nancy is the other spider, and if you get good RNG, you can skip killing her. Looks like, I don't know.
Awkwardly in the middle of the vines too.
I would go for this, especially if my name was midnaliin.
Oh, the
nice, she didn't
Boko.
get this guy. Is that gonna mess it up? Looks like she still has it.
Nancy's
that's
being
good.
nice. Yeah. Good. 4 hops from both Anno and Dean. According to that code you ran, Qwerty, what was the odds of 4 hops?
Slightly more than 25%.
Thought
Just
you were going to
because
say slightly more than 25 hops for a second.
no, slightly more than 25% because there's a 25% chance that you can get it if Ook decides to only do 1 round of hops, but also on the chance that he decides to do 2 rounds of hops and both of them are 2 hops, you can also get it that way.
Dean unfortunately just encountered the issue I described earlier where during Fair and Escape you get the LJA but you were not far enough forward, so you hit the trigger at the end of it still. And doing it again, unfortunately.
Yes,
so
this
he
is
may
why
need
it is
to,
the worst trick in the game.
he may just need to be a little further forward than before. I think
Anno
that should
could
work.
pull ahead here. Yeah, Anno's now in the lead.
Oh yeah, he did. Essentially neck and neck now. This is really close. Let's see if either of them get the mail. At this point, on the way to Elden Twilight, we would otherwise normally run into a postman who gives us mail, and you know there's a slow cutscene for that and everything. But with an LJA, you can actually just barely skip that. The LJA gives you just enough distance to be able to get through it just like that. It's a circular trigger, so you're basically jumping over the furthest edge of the circle that you can. But yeah, Boomerang is very useful. Can jump very far with it. And now we're going to be seeing the runners go for Gorge Void. So whether or not they get this 1 frame jump will sort of affect the routing they do a little bit.
Yes, Morgan, the exact value would be 25% plus 25% cubed times 75%, I believe. I'm not going to run those calculations, but that's the exact value for the chance of getting 4 hops. Anyway, here's Gorge Void.
1 A press.
And Anno gets it. Will Dean get it?
Ooh, all right.
Oh, okay, it's spicy. Okay.
Continue to be neck and neck, they shall.
I'm so glad they both got this. I'm so glad they both either both got it or both didn't get it, because it stays interesting.
Yeah, that's always fun for a race, for sure. This is good. They're going to continue to be very close together. So instead of having to be forced to warp back to South Farron,
Dean, that's a little sketchy. You should be able to back that up. Dean got a weird dig, so this rupee is in a kind of weird spot, so he has to do 2 targets there to still get it.
It was smart of him to do that second target there to kind of reposition where it would be. I think this should be fine.
Otherwise, you can run into Link on the way back to the fence, and then you get the rupee before you jump attack.
Good recovery there.
Anyway, this is a Gorge Skip, in case I forgot to say. It's a really cool trick.
Yeah, this is essentially what the Wii version is going to be skipping having to do.
The Wii version can't do it, because Wii version can't do long jump attacks with the boomerang.
Right, exactly. But since GameCube can, as a result, we're also trying to get Gorge Void 2 with it. So, but as a result, you get to skip Forest Temple, or the second half of it, and the Fair and Twilight. It's just faster. And they're kind of hugging the wall there too, you just saw, to avoid the King Bulblin trigger. Because back in time, the trick they did at the beginning, that sets the world in a state where Epona is tamed. Or sorry, tamed. And that causes the King Bulblin trigger to appear there, because normally in the part of the game where you tame Epona, you go and get the boots, and then you come back and King Bulblin is there to fight you, so... And Kipcode just completing the Fair and Twilight now.
Seahorse Link.
Yeah, get an interestingly shaped Link there. But no backflip. You can backflip out of that little minute text there.
Saves like 6 seconds or something. I don't know, it's a lot.
Is it 6? That feels like a lot.
I feel like I recently asked this question and it was like 4 or 5 or 6, one of those 3.
It is definitely one of the slower ones. May very well be right there. But yeah, 1 frame to backflip out of that if you get it. Otherwise, yeah, you have to talk to Mina for a sec. And then... Oh yeah, I was going to talk about missing Gorge Void. If you miss Gorge Void, obviously you have to do a forced warp. But this also unlocks map warping for you, which we will need later. So if you do get Gorge Void, you go grab the Kakariko portal real quick, but then you come back just so that you can force warp and get that map warping ability.
Hopefully this works for mid. Target is a little bit... I think it'll work.
I think that should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no issues there.
Yeah, midnaliin is actually not too far behind Anna and Dean right now. She's a newer runner to this game.
Having gotten the Master Sword early, Kip actually, since he's going to be doing the Forest Temple, he's going to be doing that now. And he can warp because he has the transform ability from the Master Sword, so he can just skip the monkey chasing sequence with the lantern and go straight to North Farron. And that's why he's getting the ending blow now.
I'm loud. Damn.
I'm quiet. That tends to happen. I don't know why my Discord always seems to be on the quiet end. Really not sure.
Does it help if I whisper, Beast?
Does it help if I go right up to the microphone like this?
Oh yeah, linear gate clip. Let's talk about that. You can just go through the gate. That's about it.
Yeah, sometimes.
Just like every freaking gate in the game, you can just go through it. We used to do this in a much more painful way with Epona, and it was sort of, but not sort of, really luck-based, but in practicality, it might as well have been luck-based, and it was awful. But we don't need to talk about that. Now you can just side hop through the gate as Wolf after bonking it, because there's like an animation problem with the gate where I guess it leaves openings or something. I don't actually exactly know how it works, but it's something like that.
I think for like 1 frame or something, there's like a tiny gap, and if you just happen to be side hopping at that exact position when that like tiny gap opens, you go through. But so you do like an angled side hop, so you slide along the gate, hoping that you like slide across that little gap when it opens.
Yeah,
Does that
but
make
luckily, it's not as precise position-wise as the frame is, so you can. There's a pretty large area you can be in while side hopping that will allow you to get through.
Yeah, just because side hops are fairly long, so like, every single time you side hop, you're trying a million different frames at the same time, or something like 30 frames. I don't know.
All right, Anorakkis opting to kill the Kargrok, the normal but quick cycle way. I think that Dean is going to be doing the drown.
Yeah, so this is a really risky trick to go for in a race, because if you screw it up, your game will crash.
Crashing your game is not fast. Yeah, he's good. He's got it. And then the Kargrok out of bounds that Anno just did. Saves about 9 seconds.
Hope you enjoyed my ZSMR.
CSMR. Dean going for the out of bound clip here. Oh, unfortunate. I think he looked a little bit low. Oh no, that's too bad.
Yeah,
if you die here,
loses a lot.
You just have to call the bird again.
Yeah, that's like a 40-second time loss, I think. It's pretty bad. And Kip is doing Forest Temple, so if you want to watch Forest Temple fast, watch Kip.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Forgot to even mention that. Yeah, Forest Temple is very fun, very interesting. And because no LJA, we're actually going to be seeing Kip rescue all the monkeys, I think.
Yep. And then fight Diababa. Or Diababa, depending on who you are.
I say Diababa, but I don't know if there's like a true pronunciation.
I think Diababa like makes more sense like Japanese wise, but it just sounds wrong to me.
You could also say that Diababa sounds like diabolical. I don't know.
It really does.
It doesn't matter. Anyways, kipcode tried to do a little jump attack there where you can get past that spider without even having to attack it, but he was a little too far right and was a little late on the jump slash, so he fell into the water, but he will just go again. Oh! Darn. He was a little too far left that time, and fell.
So midnaliin is going to do something here that none of the other runners are going to do, called pillar clip. So it's a way to get into Lakebed Temple early. We'll see a different method of doing that from the other runners later. But she's going to swim down to this pillar, and then kind of get under it, and then swim up, and then call Midna. And then during the Midna call, and that looks good, during the Midna call animation, Link like floats up a little bit, so you can kind of move without losing air. And if you see Link pop up, that'll mean she got the trick, and that just happened. So now she can just kind of tap Swim with Iron Boots to the loading zone behind the wall here. And you have just enough air to make... Jeez, okay. I thought that wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, it's one of like several things in the game that you just barely have enough air for.
Yeah, you have to tap swim pretty well to make it most of the time.
It's like a miracle that some parts of the route work.
Especially Morpheal.
we are frames away from not being able to skip Zora armor at all.
Yeah, I know, Morgan. Same for me. It always works though, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, I didn't doubt that it would work. Actually, looking at it, it looked close enough. Anorakkis already well into Elden Twilight now. So he's just going to be collecting bugs for a bit, but I might note that Elden Twilight is one of the coolest Twilight segments in the game for sure. It's got a lot of movement and even some tricks. One particularly big one.
So Midnaliin is on her way to get the claw shot right now, and then she'll be leaving Lakebed Temple and using Uku to come back later. But the other runners will be doing it in one trip.
Kipcode's going to be doing a really interesting trick here that we basically never get to see in this tournament. But he's going to be doing some bridge clips, and this trick allows you to get the boomerang early when you don't otherwise have the back in time monkey's flag trick to work with.
Yeah, you can do that on Wii, but for the route he's doing, it's just not faster to do it.
Yeah, it's like route specific.
I believe it might lock him out of finishing, or there's something weird that it's harder to finish Forest Temple if you do it. I forget what the details are.
Timing a cool jump there as the wind happens again, and then boom, you're at Ook's door. And then he'll use the boomerang to jump here. Quickly save the other monkeys from there.
Bonking on the most easily bonkable door frame in the game, besides maybe that one in City.
Oh yeah. Or maybe the one in Snow Peak after you floor clip.
I don't do floor clips, so I can't comment on that one.
Oh, fair enough.
And she's going to do a double LJA here. Get across this gap. And then she'll be heading into Decker Toad.
Due to that same trick we did to get the monkeys early, that flag trick with back in time, it still persists up to this point, and it affects Deku Toad as well. This is where it actually has a boss battle application, like it advertises. So you basically just get to look up at the ceiling and the fight starts. That's it.
If you don't have that flag set, you'll look up at the ceiling and nothing will happen, and then you'll be very sad because you screwed something up.
And you'll have to figure out what you did. Actually, fun little fact, if you accidentally fall while taking the monkey chain over to Ook's door, that ruins the boss flag. That's just one of them, I think.
Yeah, you don't lose your monkeys, but so it seems like everything's fine, and then you can play the entire route up to this point, and then you won't be able to look up at the ceiling.
So yeah, don't fall there.
And if you do fall there, just reset. Now you know.
Oh yeah, Midnaliin also does not have bombs here, so she's going to be doing the Deku Toad fight in a little bit of a different way than the other runners might be doing. And also going to be leaving Lakebed and coming back to it later. Where the other runners are going to be doing Lakebed much later, and in one trip instead.
Do we have any French runners? Doesn't look like it. Are we all on English? Wow,
oh, you mean
we're
like
all
version?
on English.
I thought you meant like nationality, sorry.
No, we're all on English, which is a rare thing to see.
We have a lot of French runners too of this game.
We do.
Yeah, we got Marco, we got a bunch of other ones. Jeez. But the French version has the interesting property, whereas you can skip having to pay for the cannon to get into City in the Sky with, which just offers some slight reroutes here and there. But at the end of the day, just because of slow text, because of slow text, it's like, what, a second slower? 2 seconds slower?
It's some amount of seconds that I can count on one hand slower, though a lot easier.
Yeah, at the end of the day, most of the time it's just going to come down to like the runner's preference, how they want to do it. Anorakkis, I think, tried to skip the blue rupee text there, but did not quite manage to. That one can be annoying.
Did we explain Bomb House skip yet?
No, there's so much going on.
I guess I'll explain it when Dean does it.
Yeah, He's about to. Probably the Wolf way, I think.
Yeah, you can either do this as Wolf or Human. Wolf is slightly faster, but significantly harder. Looks like he's doing it as Wolf.
Yeah,
so
going Wolf.
He's going to do some side hops here to get up on this little fence, and then he's going to do a bit of a precise jump to skip going up the stairs to his left, so that he can get over here before this bug activates, and then kill it before it goes into this house. And then the
Very
house
clean.
just disappears because it thinks you already completed it. Saves about 40 seconds or so.
Yep, he did it with flying colors right there.
Maybe not that much. That's how much it costs to fail it.
I did not get to see how Anno's went. I'm thinking.
I'm assuming it went fine.
Probably did Wolf way, but I don't know. But Human way is also very good and very safe if you want to be safer during a race. I actually, the way I do it in runs is I go for Wolf, and if I accidentally fall off the railing, I just back it up with Human.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. Since I don't do car drowning, it just makes the equips simpler to just do Human there, so I just usually do Human, because I already have Ring equipped.
Oh, yeah. There's like the equips thing too. Kipcode fighting the Big Baba. He is going to need to put a bomb into this plant in order to get the key from it and save the monkey.
Like that.
Don't forget the key, Kip. Oh, he's going to boomerang over himself. Yeah. I'm used to seeing runners do this, but on the other side of the room.
I think you can get it during the cutscene too, or something.
I tried to do that. I couldn't seem to do it.
I swear I've seen it happen. I don't know if it's... Maybe I made it up.
I wonder if it's like a Mandela effect or something, because I swear I also saw that at one point.
So Dean is trying to time his dashes to be at the edges of these ledges, so that when he dashes, he'll immediately initiate a jump, and that'll cancel his dash, and he won't have to wait for another dash.
Yeah, those dash canceling shenanigans that we talked about in sewers too. Oh no,
bonks
that's
there.
unfortunate. Yeah. One of those just dumb things that can happen.
Yep. That's why a lot of people kill one of these guys before going for the guy in the cage, and then come back and just do two. It's a bit more consistent. It can be slower, though.
Yeah, a little bit luck-based there, but I like doing it that way. Anno did not get the side hop, unfortunately. He is not currently gaming. He's not playing The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. For context, we call that side hop there gamer side hop. It skips a little bit of mid-text, saves about 4 to 5 seconds. And we just call it that, I guess. I don't really even know why.
Yeah, only gamers get it.
Only gamers get it. We'll see in a couple minutes if Dean is a gamer.
He is playing... Well, we don't know if he's playing.
He might not actually be playing. Maybe this is a pre-recorded run.
Yes, and as you know, all pre-recorded runs fail gamer side hop. So Anno is starting Linear Twilight right now, which is
Dean
the
got the
longest one.
super funny jump attack where Mallow looks straight up at him.
The neck breaker.
Yeah, Dean wins the race. Everyone else can go home. Well, I guess everyone is already home.
We don't know that.
So, Anno starting Linear Twilight. This is probably, I think most would likely agree, this is the more boring of the Twilight segments. It has a little bit... There's still some tricks. There's some interesting stuff, but a lot of it is very spread out. So there's just a lot of running, lots of dashing.
And there's a bit more RNG in it than, like Elden, for instance.
I agree. Yeah, more dumb luck that can happen. And then you got the boss bug at the end, which also has some shenanigans that can happen, but not too bad.
I don't think it's a boring segment, I just don't like it. If I had to pick a segment I thought was boring, I would pick MDH. That might be controversial.
I know that the bug collecting segments of the game are definitely probably the least popular among like casual players.
Yeah, but they're pretty fun in a run.
Whereas MDH is one of their favorites.
Yeah, I know, but MDH in a run is just so slow in my opinion. Kip is going for, I believe, a 2-framer jump here. Gets it.
Oh, was Dean gaming? I didn't catch it.
Oh, I didn't see, damn.
We'll never know if he is truly playing Twilight Princess. Oh dang, Anno falling into the water after killing the bug. But now he can collect the tier and do waterfall side hop in a second here.
Yep, it's a 3-framer that saves 6 seconds.
Actually, I know that Anno doesn't always go for it. He might just play it safe.
It is a bit finicky.
Oh no,
it looks like no, he's playing it safe.
Yeah, he's playing it safe. I know that he's played it safe there before. It doesn't lose a whole lot of time too. It's like honestly, it's fair. But yeah, that's just a way that you can. One of the ways that you can get down to this area here to get this first bug. So you don't have to like drop all the way down and then climb all the way back up with Midna jumps. And then these bugs suck. Very luck-based. But Anno makes them look like no problem. That was actually really good. Wow. Did not see up dash cancel in the water. SMH my head.
I believe those lose 1 frame to a first frame B attack after a ledge climb for most areas.
Kip's doing something I don't know I've ever seen before. For this monkey here.
Oh, like where you like put the bomb down in the hole.
Yeah.
I think I've seen this.
I guess I never had to really do this strat, because in Hundo Plus, we didn't actually have to save the monkeys. We just
it might be a Wii only thing.
Oh yeah, it could be. Dean doing waterfall side hop. He missed it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I think
so
that he started holding right too early.
Yeah, it's a finicky trick. Like the jump itself is a 3-framer, but you only get 3 frames if you start side swimming at the right time as well.
Yeah, a little bit of timing for it when you start. But yeah, I don't know exactly what happened, but if you do miss that, since in this route particularly, pillar clip would be otherwise, but here we don't have the claw shot, so you can't really back it up by claw shotting up to the backup vines.
Oh,
so you actually.
Oh no!
Save.
Oh no! Don't save again. Okay.
I've done that before, actually. That's
yeah. I definitely have done that.
But yeah, you have to save warp if you miss that. It's still faster than climbing all the way up.
Yeah, the claw shot wouldn't have mattered here, I don't think, because he didn't get the lower ledge on his first attempt.
Yeah, if you miss the side hop entirely and fall all the way down, then yeah, even with claw shot, you can't back it up.
Yeah, if midnaliin goes for waterfall side hop and gets an early jump, then she can back it up slightly faster because she has the claw shot.
Lily pad bugs were not too bad for Dean either.
It'll seem like midnaliin is a little bit more behind than she actually is right now for a while, just because she went out of her way for about 5 minutes to go get the claw shot when these other 2 runners didn't.
Yeah, probably the biggest difference with the pillar clip route is doing a trip to lakebed between boomerang and vessel. Also creates some different splitting situations for life split.
Yeah, the routes will sync back up when they enter arbiters. I think all of the routes will actually be synced at that point for the most part.
Nah, Dean, you're totally fine. Just keep it up.
Yeah, Dean, you got 2 hours left. Come on. You
You're
got
not.
this.
The gap is not even that big right now. You guys are doing fine. But I do know how that feels to practice and then feel like
Yeah, you can
it's
over
just
practice
squandered.
for sure. And burn yourself out a bit.
Yeah, for sure. And in a race situation, you know, there's more pressure, so naturally one might feel nerves more that can, I guess, take priority over practice.
Oh, I think Kip just now got the thing.
Oh, was it with a bomb?
Yeah, he committed to it, so that's nice.
That's what we like to see. Commitment. That's a cool trick, though.
I think it's Wii only because like we can kind of disjoint the claw shot aim a little bit.
Claw shot aim.
Or running aim, sorry. Claw shot 2.
If Kip has the claw shot already, he knows something we don't.
Yeah. I like that power worm back up there. It's nice.
I like that he landed on that little
Yeah.
wood board there. I didn't even know that you could do that. But yeah, we did this a lot in Hundo Plus. We would use that tile worm to get up to this chest just so we could open it. But we wouldn't save the monkey. We would just leave.
He keeps on landing there.
Yeah, I feel like definitely harder to do this on Wii without the camera. You have to have a very straight angle for this jump.
Yeah.
He seems to be
I
trying to
wouldn't
do
know.
something different than what I'm thinking, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like he might be going for like a ledge grab. I'm not sure. There it is.
Oh, that was a little pop-up there, too. Interesting.
Do you normally like do a jump attack over, or do you go for a ledge grab there?
Normally it's just ledge grab jump and like normal climb up and everything. That was interesting.
See.
Maybe there's something different about the Wii one.
So Anno is about to start boss bug. There is some shenanigans here. So this first cycle, it's just kind of a little bit of RNG, how fast he attacks, I believe. That's going to be the case for all cycles, but we can do some shenanigans to hit him before he goes up in the air like that. So he's going into C up to try and manipulate when the boss bug will attack, so that when the boss bug turns here, he can do 2 back hops and then hit him like that, and then he waits a little bit and then attacks again and gets on boss bug immediately. The wait was to wait for boss bug to rise above the slab of, I guess, the plank a little bit. If boss bug is still clipped into the plank a little bit when you do that second attack, it won't work. You'll just fall off of him immediately.
Good boss bug.
Yeah, that was basically as good as you can ask for. And then there's a... Oh, he missed it. So if you go to a specific spot there, you can bonk and skip that attack animation.
Midnaliin is heading towards the neighbor vessel now. Just finished Elden Twilight. I did not catch there either if she is gaming.
Looks like got about a 102 linear Twilight from Anna, which is not bad. Looks like he's ahead of PB by 13 or 14 seconds.
And we got Diababa action going on. This is excellent.
Being ahead
Looks
of
like
PB...
This is indeed Uklis, so this should be exciting to see.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about this trick, but it looks cool.
It's a fun one.
I know it involves resetting bomb timers using the boomerang, because whenever a bomb goes into the boomerang, the timer resets.
essentially, yeah, you basically do some bomb juggling during the first phase in order to kind of set this up. So now that you have your 2 balls for phase 2, oh no, one of those was not supposed to explode. That's unfortunate. So, oh, and the other one exploded too. Darn. I respect that he tried for it. If from here, he'll essentially have to do the fight normally, but how the Ooklas trick works is you juggle the bombs, you get them ready, and then you basically just kind of boomerang them around during the second phase in such a way that you can do the first cycle attack to Diababa and then also the second one without ever having to have Ook appear.
Sure, Anno's happy about being ahead of PB with the 820 Iron Beards.
Yeah, honestly, that's really good. Kip's somehow not getting eaten by that Baba there. Yeah, no, Ooklas is... It can be weird, it's tricky.
It looks impressive, so I assume it's hard.
It is impressive, and it's also very cool. I like it a lot. I wish it was in any percent, but I'm also kind of happy that it's not.
So Anno is gonna do... Oh, he missed the one-framer side hop there, but he's gonna talk to Iza, and then he's gonna kind of move about this area in a specific way so that he can trigger... Oh, he's going for it without the setup.
I've never seen this before. What the heck?
Yeah, you can just kind of roll there. I know Zacklink does it. Zacklink does it without C-up, which is crazy.
Huh. I'm gonna play around with that.
Might have saved a little bit of time to the stairs setup there, but yeah, he moved about in a certain way so that he can enter this fight as Wolf. And you're not supposed to be able to complete it as Wolf without Min on your back, because you're supposed to only be able to end one of these fights as Wolf with like a Min to charge. But it turns out, if you have good timing, you can also end it with an A attack. But in order to get that timing, you have to damage them all down to a specific amount so that you can quickly finish off the last one with an A attack after you B attack the second one. It's a bit hard, it's a bit precise, but if you know what you're doing, you can get it every time. There is a little bit of RNG involved.
We call that version of the fight Yawless because normally you're a human here and the game doesn't allow you to be a wolf. So when you're a human and you start fighting those shadow beasts, she screams, "Yah!" But if you're a wolf, the game just doesn't have her do that, so we call it Yawless.
Also, the scream sound that plays sounds nothing like the word "yah" at all.
Yeah, it sounds like a more genuine and horrified scream. Like
Literally,
it
sounds like a blood-curdling string. Like, it sounds like someone just, like, stabbed her or something.
Yeah, it's actually, like, pretty genuine sounding.
Dean is doing some camera movement here to kind of try and get the water off screen because it causes a lot of lag.
Did Anno just skip duping the bag? I think he should have warped to Upper Zora River first.
I wasn't paying attention. If he didn't warp to Upper Zora's River again, then yeah, he needs to do that.
Just to confirm, Anno, did you do warp twice from her hut?
I wasn't paying attention, so I'm not sure. Anno, do you have the bomb bag?
Coming from someone who has forgotten bombs before Morpheal, this would be a similar situation if it's true. So hopefully he did dupe the bomb bag after all, and maybe I just missed the first warp. We'll know in a second here.
TGD says he duped. Alright.
I'll take your word for it.
I'm glad we didn't cause him to lose time checking. So this is the stairs setup that Dean is doing. I guess we should talk about what Anno's doing. Anno just emptied the lake. And yeah, he did that by dying inside the card flight minigame there. So now the lake is empty, because you're not supposed to be able to do that.
Basically, the Karg minigame, in a way, has Lake Hylia loaded, but without water to, save memory.
He's gonna do a
But you can-
three-framer bomb boost here to try and break this rock and land on this ledge, and he gets it first try.
Success.
That's a bit
Very
hard. Very precise setup that he did to get that. Dean has just done Yawless. And then since he has the Master Sword, he can actually just save warp here, and that'll put him at the entrance of Lakebed Temple, which is really convenient because you're not supposed to be able to have the Master Sword at all here at this point. And if we didn't have it, we would just drown because we can't make it out of that tunnel. Actually, I guess... No, because you don't have water bombs, so you wouldn't even be able to make it. You can't really get water bombs before Lakebed.
So now he's going to be dropping bombs throughout Lakebed in order to make room for water bombs.
Which will be important for a glitch.
This game has glitches?
No. This is all intended, what you're seeing.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Actually, the water bombs refill your air because of the bubbles that appear when you drop them. Link breathes in the bubbles.
Sounds about right.
Intended mechanic.
Yeah, it's in the instruction booklet. Also a little plum cutscene skip you can do here that Dean just did. Basically just jump over the trigger and run around it, swim, and howl before he catches you.
Alright, let's see if Dean also gets this bonk first try. So you want to clip out of bounds and then also immediately bonk. And you can clip and miss the bonk like Dean just did, so now he's going to go and try and get a backup bonk over here. Oh, but
Whoa, what the
okay. So he missed the bonk and went back in bounds, but then got back out of bounds, which I've never seen.
He'll need
And then
to
he's
find
gonna
a new
go
place
for
to
another
bonk
one
at.
here, I guess. Yeah, hopefully this... Oh!
No!
Wait.
Yeah, no,
so...
that's just a regular void out. But if
He's gonna have
if
to-
you manage to fall out of bounds, then it counts as damage taken, and you can die during that sequence, which is I can't talk. Which is what makes empty Lake Hylia possible.
So he's gonna have to do it again and lose a bit of time there. Anno just went for a 0 cycle on Deku Toad, but just missed it. It's very, very tight. You have to do a bunch of inputs in a very small window of time.
When you do have bombs during this fight, that is a trick you can do, is you can use very precise inputs to get a bomb into Deku's mouth before it shuts, and just skip having to have him jump to the ceiling and kill all the tadpoles and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons the ELH route saves as much time as it does, because you have bombs at that point, where like midnaliin couldn't have gone for that strat because she didn't have bombs at that point when she got claw shot earlier. So that's the majority of the time save from the routes. Alright, looks like Dean did successfully empty Lake Hylia while I wasn't watching, so... Oh, he's going for the old method of this. So this is a slightly less safe method, but I guess it's what Dean is used to.
Using the boomerang to get a bomb down there and blow up the boulder before you even drop down to it. And then doing an interesting jump slash here with
That looks like the good one. Yeah, okay, that works.
that method looks so cool, honestly. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I like how that one looks a lot better. During this card flight, Kip is being very careful to not put his pointer in the exact center pixel of the screen, because if he did, the card would just nosedive.
Does it really?
Yep.
Oh,
It's a
good
classic.
game.
You don't see it very often, but it does happen every once in a while.
Do you hear me typing?
I do.
Oh, nice.
So Anno clipped into this bridge, and he's going to do some movement while flipped in to skipping the boss key, because he can just kind of get to this hole without it. It's the only boss key we can skip, because it's the only boss entrance that doesn't have like a locked door. And locked doors are a bit smarter in this game than just holes.
Yeah, where in like OOT, you can just clip through a door and the loading zone is there.
Yeah, it's generally not the case in TP, unfortunately. And there's just some of the doors, but not most of them. So Anno is going to try and one-cycle this first phase, and then he's pulling out a water bomb, and then as the animation to pull it out plays, he unequips the iron boots to force them to be taken off. And that's a glitch called swimming with water bombs. You're not supposed to be able to swim with them. But because he was on the ground when he started pulling it out, and then started swimming as he took it out, he can swim with it. Right now he's actually not swimming, he's a floating animation, so if he started swimming with the control stick right now, he would drop it. So he's going to make sure to keep on floating, because if you change animation while you're swimming with a water bomb, you drop it. So he's not going to move forward at all. Well, he's not going to swim forward at all until he drops it. And now, when he dropped it, the game actually thought that he was on ground for 2 frames above water, because you're not supposed to be able to drop water bombs underwater while swimming. So it kind of just tricks the game into thinking you're over water and refills your air.
With that said, the fight is tricky. You have to do air management and make sure you
It is
don't
incredibly
really mess
easy to
anything
die
up.
here.
Yeah, you don't want to drown, because that's also
There's a lot of
slow.
RNG. He's going to put on iron boots here before clawing. That's because he's going to do a trick called a regrab. So he's going to force unequip the iron boots again, which will cause him to immediately fall off Morpheal, and then he can just claw shot the eye again. Normally you wouldn't immediately fall off. She would shake her head, and then you'd be thrown up into the higher water and you'd probably drown.
Basically guaranteed death there.
Sometimes, if she's low, you can make it back down, but almost always not.
I've seen somebody land on the top of one of the pillars before to refill air.
Yeah, I've seen that too. If you if she's low and you call Midna, like that'll stop your upward momentum, and then you can sometimes get down in time, but it's really not common.
Another interesting little tidbit about the refilling air with water bombs trick is if you press A2 quickly, Link will rocket to the ceiling of the room, and
then you always die.
You
cannot make it to a pillar. You can get pretty close, but nope, you can't make it.
We used to actually... in fact, midnaliin might be doing this trick. Or maybe not, actually. But
what trick?
Getting the bomb bag from the Goron in Zora's Domain, we would take advantage of that glitch to rocket to the surface of the water after getting it.
You can make it to a pillar after Rocket Link? I have tried so hard. Maybe if you're already near the edge, you can make it to a pillar, but if you're near the center, you definitely can't.
Yeah, there's probably like a specific circumstance where it works.
I guess I've only tried to make it to a pillar from like the initial drop down, so I've never tried from the edges. The initial drop down is like really close to not working. You have 6 frames of air when you hit the cutscene, and just so happens that the cutscene refills your air.
I bet you Anna goes for rope skip.
Only TGD can make it to a pillar. Got it. Oh. So Dean just got a very annoying issue with this boss case skip where if you're slightly too wrong on the position, you can just fall off here and you have to redo that LJ there. That looks good though. This should be fine.
Yeah, we're gonna hope for a good Morpheal for Dean as well.
And so Dean is
okay.
Dean is over 3 minutes behind, closer to 4 actually. So if he gets good RNG, there's a chance that he can do Morpheal in a slightly faster way than Anno did it. So Anno used 2 water bombs to refill air. If you get good RNG and have fast inputs, you can do it with just 1 water bomb, and that generally will save a good bit of time. It's really risky to go for, and if you miss it, you're gonna die and then dying to Morpheal means you have to redo boss key skip, and you lose usually 3 or 4 minutes.
And you also lose water bombs, which you'll still need
Yep.
later.
There are backup water bomb chests, but those all take some time to get.
Yeah, I actually timed it. It wastes about 8 seconds to get a water bomb chest in Arbiters.
Yeah, there's like specific circumstances with like how many bombs you have, and like whether you should get bombs or just not go for tricks. I believe there's different combinations of circumstances that'll change what the optimal thing is.
Yeah, a little bit of on-the-fly decision-making.
I don't... he could go for 1 bomb here. I don't know if he will. Looks like he is going for it. That was a bit of a long regrab. It could still work if his last regrab is good, I think.
You and I might not be synced.
Okay, it looks like he's not going to go for it. Looks like it would have been a little risky to go for that last regrab. I think it would have worked, but he would have like had to get it. So he's just going to play it safe and use another water bomb there. But that was
kind of weird thing earlier too, where I was watching him do early boss key skip, and then it just jumped to him sinking down a Morpheal.
What do you have him doing right now? I have him doing the ending blow.
Oh, it just happened again. I was watching the death cutscene of Morpheal, and then it just went back to him killing her again.
Yeah, TGD, I agree that was a smart play. I think he definitely still could have gotten the 1 bomb, but it was a bit risky. Like, he's basically relying on getting good RNG on the last regrab at that point. Nice Paul
So
kip.
Dean has killed Morpheal twice now. Excellent job.
Nice. So fast.
I don't know, Twitch can be weird.
I don't know. My recommendation is lower the quality on all of the streams. Besides the fact that it's easier to find, is there any real advantages to using Wii over the GameCube version? In this category, there is... Well, it's hard to say that there's no advantages because the community generally treats Wii and GameCube as just different routes and kind of different categories. So they're not really comparable in a race setting.
Depends on your goals, whether it's an advantage.
In some categories, like, I don't know, like Master Sword RTA, for instance, Wii is faster because Wii gets less lag and faster loads. And then there's some Wii exclusive tricks like Midna Dive, which save time to things like Pillar Clip, for instance. So there's a bunch of difference. Go on.
Faster for glitchless too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Wii is generally faster for glitchless. I can't think of...
Has the advantage of having faster loads.
Yeah.
Much
You don't
faster.
have camera control, but that generally doesn't make too much of a difference for glitchless in comparison to the faster loads, at least.
Yeah. So I guess to answer the question, yes, there are certain advantages, but it depends on what you want to do.
Yeah. Skip, unfortunately, missing the precise jump for Bomb House skip there, so he'll have to climb all the way back up again. It's one of the reasons that a lot of people do it as human, but you can't do it as human on Wii because on Wii, as human, it requires a long jump attack. Alright, so midnaliin is in Snow Peak. I think we forgot to mention a few things. She also did the bomb bag duping a bit ago, and then she did a glitch called Map Glitch to climb Snow Peak without voiding out. You're not supposed to be able to climb Snow Peak at this point in the game, but if you call Midna and open the map on the same frame, you can warp away and then cancel the warp as it starts, which will cause all void planes and what's the other one? Load zones to be deactivated. So she can safely climb up Snow Peak without voiding out. Dean said cat jam. Does that mean that he got Louise glitch? Might be spoilers. We'll see. Anno is getting... Oh, I think he did get it. Yes, okay, Dean just got Louise glitch, which is... It's a one-frame trick where you activate this cutscene from as far away as possible, I believe. And then it kind of screws up the camera panning, and it does it in a faster way. It skips like some camera pans and saves something like 2 seconds. Anyway, Anno is getting Ending Blow, which is the only required hidden skill. It is required for 1 hit on Ganondorf at the end of the game, which is the only reason we need to get it.
I'll be back shortly.
Alright. And speaking of things that are only required for one thing, midnaliin is going all the way to Snow Peak and taking like a 10-minute excursion just to get the ball and chain. She'll get some rupees while she's there. Looks like she got the 50 rupee on the trees there, which is a nice time saver. But yeah, she only needs the ball and chain for one thing near the end of the game. Which, well, I'll let you guys know when it happens, but it will have some uses throughout the rest of the run, but all of those could be skipped with other methods if we didn't need to use the ball and chain for the one required thing. And if we could skip that one thing, it would save about 10 minutes of going to Snow Peak. Anna will be going to Snow Peak as well. midnaliin is going to do a LJ over this room and then claw shot up through this floor, which is just from that direction. It just doesn't exist. Then she'll either go for a riskiest jump or claw shot down. We'll see which one she goes for. Looks like she's going for the claw shot. Slightly slower, but a lot safer here. And then she's going to clip through this wall of ice using a... she's just going to kind of turn in place and use the collision of the floor to push her into the wall. And then transform and then backflip to be on the other side of it. It's a little bit of an annoying trick, because there's some RNG with these guys on the other side. You can get frozen there when you backflip, but it's not too bad. And then she'll be going for a trick called Freezered Skip. With a kind of precise-ish B attack here, angle-wise. You can get this freezer to push you through the door, like that. And then open the door from the other side. And now she is in Dark Hammer. It's been a fairly clean Snow Peak from her so far. Anno is howling here, and that is solely to get rid of map glitch. If you can reload the area, map glitch will no longer be active. So he's just howling and then just leaving before he howls again. And that got rid of map glitch. And that's important because, as I said before, map glitch disables loading zones and void planes. So if he hadn't gotten rid of it when he dug here, Wolflink would have just dug forever and never hit a loading zone, and it would have been a soft lock. So it looks like midnaliin is ahead right now, but she has yet to fight Morpheal or get Ending Blow. So she is still a good bit behind Anorakkis at this point. Oh, and I missed it, man. Kip just did a really cool trick called Minute Dive. It's the Wii version. It's of Pillar Clip. It's a bit faster and easier, but it's a Wii only. You can kind of get pushed off of a platform while you talk to Midna. You'll just fall through the water and then clip out of bounds like that. So now that Midlane got some rupees from Snow Peak, she is headed back to Lakebed to finish the job. She'll have to redo this LJA here. It's called Stalactite Skip because it skips bombing down these stalactites on the ceiling. And then she still needs to empty her bomb bag, so she's going to use a bomb to knock down this specific stalactite so that she can get up onto it and empty bombs into this waterfall, because everybody knows that waterfalls delete bombs. Like that. And conveniently, just next to this waterfall, there is waterfall. There is a 10 water bomb chest right here. And those will be needed for more fuel. On Anorakkis' screen, he did a trick called Messenger Skip to skip fighting the Snow Peak messengers with a LJA. And the side effect of that is that he has to do the snowboarding section blind. The fog doesn't clear if you don't kill those messengers. And another side effect is that the rupees that Midlane got during snowboarding don't spawn. Oh, okay. Nice turn, Anno. So yeah, if you void out there, you have to basically just restart snowboarding. Lose like a minute. Then Anno went for and missed a minute tech skip there. Does not save very much time to get it, it's like a half second. Kip is doing the Wii version of Stalactite Skip here, where you do a wolf jump there. And Midlane is in Morpheal. Morpheal is a real make or break point of a run. A lot of RNG in it, so it's easy to die, so especially for newer runners, it's like a is this run real moment. Alright, good start for Morpheal for mid. Let's see if she gets this claw. Good. A nice kip. I haven't seen that before. Got a little stuck on Morpheal there. Shouldn't be an issue. She'll pull out another water bomb, start swimming with it, refill her air, and then she's gonna try and swim in front of Morpheal to cause her to stop and do the suck animation here. And then put on Iron Boots, claw, do 4 hits, and then she'll pause buffer until she sees Morpheal's head kind of moving a little bit down. This might... Okay, that was a little risky of a frame to go on, but it worked. And that is Morpheal. Looks like she golded her Morpheal, actually. GG. Meanwhile, Anno is 36 seconds ahead of PB. And Pog crazy. Yeah, he was standing in a bit of precise spots to get those rupees out of the armor there, because if you don't stand in precise spots with the ball and chain, the bubbles can just sometimes not spawn, and then you won't get the rupees. No, Anno isn't the most interesting part of the run, where you climb some ladders. And then you dash for a bit, and looming on the horizon you can see a much taller ladder, which you will also have to climb for 18 seconds.
I'm back. Did I miss anything super exciting?
Anno is still like 30 seconds ahead of PB. Midnaliin got a 2-bomb that golded. I don't know. Anno's Snow Peak wasn't bad.
254 pace right now, not bad.
Yeah. Who's winning? Anorakkis.
For the other race, it's currently midnaliin.
Yeah. I forgot that we actually have 2 races happening right now. Yeah, it's Anno versus Dean and Mid versus Kip.
Yeah, I think that can be easy to forget, so that's fair. It's a race between Dean and Anno, and a race between midnaliin and kipcode. They're just both being streamed on the same stream.
And Mid isn't on a bad run right now either, so I think she's close to Kip, but it will be hard to see for sure until they both get into arbiters. I guess routes sync when they both get the memo.
DeanMachine with a successful laddered freezer cancel. Anno's heading towards the Boblin camp now. You can use the ball and chain to knock down this tower right here. Skip ever having to use a boar. Oh, my foot is just skipped backwards again. Okay. What is going on? Here, I'm just gonna put everyone at like freaking 480p.
Oh, you do 480? I have everyone at like 360.
Maybe I should do 360, honestly.
I know if I did 480, I would like have the most robotic ass voice known to man on the Discord call.
Oh, they all are at 360. I'm cooked.
Or you can always go to 160.
Audio
you can always
only
make
for
that
all of
ultimate.
them.
Audio only. I didn't even know that was an option. Okay.
That'd be funny. Anno about to claw shot his way over to the hill. Falling, unfortunately. Did not quite get the LJA, but he's trying again. Nice job.
Well, I think I'm behind now. I should refresh.
So Anno is doing a glitch involving map glitch. A second time here, because The trigger that starts the King Bulbin fight is very big, and it extends like basically infinitely vertically. And as long as you just hit it, even if you're out of bounds, you'll enter the fight. So that's kind of what we're just doing here. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Everything is like skipping backwards and forwards like constantly. I don't know where anyone is.
I think mid is not too terribly far behind Dean. Like, she's the rest of MDH and Ending Blow behind Dean right now.
Plus, you know, getting 2 Snow Peak Ruins and the dungeon.
She already did Snow Peak.
Oh yeah, that's right. Pillar Clip does that before MDH, I forget.
Yep.
I'm sending you words of encouragement, Dean. You can do it. You got
Yeah,
this.
Dean, you got it. Stallion
Just
Skip
keep it up.
literally hasn't even happened yet.
Run is far from over. Nobody's even at late game yet. Okay, we got Anno entering Arbiter's Grounds now. Arguably the most difficult dungeon in the run. Lots of tricks, lots of skips, lots of
bullshit.
movement. Everything. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, so there's an auto roll in the sand that Anno's going for here. It's a little risky, but you should always get it if you know what you're doing. And then he's going to be trying to time all of his rolls such that he initiates the roll the closest to the edge of sand as he can, so that he will maintain speed over the sand and not get a slow walk in it. You'll see that through the entire dungeon.
And speaking of speed, if you go up the stairs part of that upward slope instead of the slope itself, you'll go way faster.
Indeed. So here there's some sand, so he'll run for a little bit before he does a roll.
Lantern on Y.
I don't think I
Weird.
can complain about Lantern on Y. Lantern on Y is okay.
I just complained
Like-
about it as a joke.
Lantern is whatever. Like, boots, claw, and ring are what matters.
For me, it's like Boots and Lantern are the two that I would never put on Y.
Yeah, boots on X for sure. If you put boots on Y, like, go to jail. Claw always goes on Y. And then ring goes on Y if you have boots equipped, but it goes on X if you have claw equipped. That's my take.
That's reversed from mine, actually. If I have
Alright,
Claw
then.
and Boomerang together, I like to have Claw on X. Or, no, sorry, Claw on Y.
That's what I said.
Oh, was it what you said?
At least I think that's what I said. That's what I do. I put claw on Y if I have claw and ring together. But if I have ring and boots, ring goes on Y.
Maybe I heard it backwards. I don't know.
So Anno is doing Po 1 skip here. Looks like he got to the pillar early, so he hadn't sunk down in the sand enough to actually get the pop-up on the pillar. As we know, this trick is RNG, so completely not his fault.
Many like to refer to this trick as the hardest easy trick in the run.
Yes.
Because
very
like,
quick
it's
to
easy
retry.
to do, but it can just go so
easy to fail.
wrong. Yeah, easy to do, easy to fail.
There it is. And then he'll do another LJ here, clipping the boomerang through those stairs.
We're gonna kill this Stalfos here with Ball and Chain, because normally you don't have the Ball and Chain here, so why not use it? We got Po 4 coming up. Po 4 is really
RNG
just stupid
hell.
luck. Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, did Kip do the middle of the screen thing, Bedanjo? Damn, I missed it.
Oh, I was even watching to see just in case something like that would happen, and I missed it. Darn. The nosediving thing.
Yeah, I talked about that earlier, but I said that it doesn't happen that much, but then I missed it when it did happen.
Such a weird property that the game has. Oh, and unfortunately missed the tier. Had to go back and grab it. Now on his way to the boss bug. The kazoo anthem.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know why it happens, Bedanjo. I'm like 90% sure I know what exactly causes it.
Oh, it can go upwards too.
Yeah, I think it's a divide by 0 or a divide by almost 0 in like a inside of a trig function for getting. It's probably in like an arctangent or something. That's like a common bug that you do and that you get when you're doing like trig in programming.
Can confirm Nintendo does not know trig.
That is a bug that is definitely not exclusive to this game. And it was currently minus 0.0 with his PB in ZFG sync.
Oh, I did not even notice that. Wow. Wait, what exactly caused him to lose that 30-second lead there?
Oh, one skip.
Oh, right. Forgot about that. Still has the rest of Arbiters to go. A lot can happen. A lot of time to probably both save and lose.
Yeah. So now that we have them both in Arbiters, Dean is about exactly 5 minutes behind Anno at the moment.
We still have Stalord.
We do. Also, if Dean gets Poe on skip first try, it'll be less than 5.
That is true. There's also Death Sword as well to consider.
Anno is not on 252 pace. He is on, like, 255 pace.
It's easier to tell out of Stalord.
Apparently I missed some Monka S on midnaliin screen. Classic ledge grab. Everyone's done it. At least I hope everyone has done that at least once, and it's not just me. Not sure what Kip did there. I have voided there once. Hope it never happens again.
No speed rat, unfortunately. Dean doing Poe 1. Skip. Got it first try. That will shorten the gap a little bit.
Yep. Probably
Very
by
nice
about
to have.
30 seconds. So yeah, Stallard skip, DSS, both things that still have to happen, both things that could still switch this up a bit. I'm assuming we'll see both runners go. Yeah, Death Sword. You can definitely have a Death Sword choke. Or a Death Sword skip choke. I hope nobody ever has a Death Sword choke.
Yeah, it's never out of the question, but you don't want to see it.
You could just fight him, Dean. I don't know if that's like mental games in chat against Anno. At Anno, if you fight him, I will too. AB, please. Thank you, Beast.
There's a lot that can happen in the spinner segment. If you're not Anno, odds are that you might be seeing the runner use just one split between entering the dungeon and getting spinner, which is about 10 to 11 minutes. And it is a packed segment with lots of stuff that can vary in length and perhaps make mistakes.
Anno does split for Pogate, so we will be able to get another comparison once Dean goes through that.
Yeah, Anno has a ton of splits and is able to make more swiftly updated comparisons as a result. You never really have to wonder where he's at in comparison to his PB.
I wasn't watching Badamsha. Too many streams. AG Blue Rupee strat? Damn. He knows better.
I love that poke kill animation, though. And Anno clipping through that little bit of sand there to get to the boss key early, which you're not normally supposed to do. And he's going to be probably going for some... Oh, no, he's actually going the safe route. Okay, with the wolf movement.
Mid-voided in the sand there. Didn't quite get the auto roll.
Ah, darn. I've had that happen.
So I believe that mid is about as close to Dean as Dean is to Anno right now. Give or take 30 seconds.
Anno doing full wolf movement, which is a safer way to go. It's going to place some bombs here in such a way that the Stalfos will explode, and he can be at the gate by the time they do, so he's just ready to closh on over. Just like that. Kipcode is climbing vines.
In lake bed.
In lake bed. And dancing on them. For a second.
Fine dance.
Gonna jump
Just
across
water
the
bombs.
stalactite, get the small key.
Oh, small key, right. Always forget lake bed routing that I don't do.
And now Kip is gonna be doing early heart piece 2. Just kidding. Everyone just starts running hundo.
TGD did that during one of his races.
Excellent.
Started doing Hundo City.
I liked it when Beast started doing roll goal.
Alright, we got Anno doing Death Sword skip. It's another super jump. And he gets a first try. That's very good for him. That solidifies a pretty good spinner segment. Minus Po1 skip.
What was his spinner time?
Like split time? Or segment time?
A segment time for like spinner as a whole.
Oh, I don't want to
Hard
do
to say right now.
subtraction in my head right now.
Nah, don't worry about it. You're good.
11 something.
He's on his way to Stalwart now. So we are indeed going to see Stalwart skip from Anno. So look forward to that. Anything can happen. It's a difficult trick.
And
but he's
if you
got it done
decide
pretty
to-
well.
if he fails Stallard skip and then decides to fight Stallard, you're talking like a 3.5 minute time loss to Dean there if Dean does get Stallard skip first try.
Indeed, it's a lot of time.
Mid not quite getting Po1 skip on the first try. There it is. Not bad. She pulled out the boomerang during that little... Oh! Was that late?
I think it might have been. I wasn't paying full enough attention to it, but that is unfortunate. She will
I
have
think
to
it's
do
hard to go
low one
early on
skip
that
again.
one. Must have been late. Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to do the LJA while it's over the stairs. Wait, where did the... Oh, it was another time skip on my video feed, never mind.
Fortunate, not quite claw shotting. Comms are 5 seconds ahead.
I don't even know where I'm at. I'm in a
Restreamer.
wormhole.
Comms are 5. You're in a wormhole.
I'm freaking bouncing all over the place.
Nice
break from
slide.
Dean.
Okay, we're in the same spot. Okay, good.
For now. Alright, so we're going to need some help from the chat. We need to make Anorakkis' metronome for him.
Tick-tock.
So everybody just type TikTok constantly, please.
Or
Thank you.
it'd be
You
like,
can't do style skip without it.
Tick-tock, talk, you know? You gotta have the 4-4.
At exactly 150 or 160 frame beats per minute. Depending on the method he does.
You won't wanna be too slow for him. It's a very precise trick. That looks good. That looks like a working CAD. And this is a one-framer, but you can retry it very quickly.
Doing the wall clip now. It's gonna be a few tries, it looks like. I feel like that should work. Oh,
He's
no.
gonna have to rang Stallard here. And he gets...
The
trick is
Stallard
hard.
is close enough to the wall, right?
Yeah, but it's still a one-framer, so... I think... But yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Like, the position's good, you just have to get it.
I was almost nervous there. Alright, time for the bomb boost. Everyone get your metronomes out.
Yep, this is a 3-framer. So... Most important part. And that
I didn't
is
realize
it.
that the wall clip is one frame.
I've heard that. I don't know if it's actually, but I have heard that.
Well, either way, he got it.
Below the
GG.
beast is at 1 frame.
Hopefully, we see a good one from Dean as well.
Dean giving some early GGs in chat. The way we set it up is there are some specific angle/position combos that can make it 2 or 3, just not worth setting it up. Got it.
I see. So we can actually skip raising the mirror here with the spinner. By just simply warping. Normally, if you kill Stallord, you can still do that, but you have to zoom in on the map first, and then she'll let you warp. It's just kind of an oversight on the game dev's part. If you skip Stallord, you don't even have to do that zoom in. You can just straight warp. midnaliin getting kind of trolled by the redead here.
Oh, Kip is doing Wii exclusive here. Claw shot vine clip. You can kind of disjoint the claw shot a bit here.
Oh, I love this one.
Go straight through the vines, and then
got it pretty quickly too. Nice.
Yeah. Then you can just kind of swim to the same load zone that you go to when you do boss key skip. This is another form of boss key skip, which is faster, but it's a Wii exclusive. You can do it with bombs on GameCube. That is not what he wanted to happen. Oh, that still works. Okay. I did not know that you could still make that work.
The cannon warping?
No,
oh, you're talking about
it looked like Kip
yeah.
had like clipped out. I don't know enough about that trick to know what works.
It can be kind of weird. You have to like sort of sidewalk into a certain spot and then swim inward back in. Because there's like a part of the thing that shoots you upward so that you can get into the load zone. It's strange. Anorakkis just did a clip through the cannon, or sorry, not through the cannon, through the owl statue that blocks your way to the cannon in the Kakariko cellar. Just a fairly simple transform, and you can just go through it. And then you can just skip the entirety of Temple of Time.
Alright, we got Dean doing Stallard skip here, and we have Kip doing Morpheal. Lots of stuff happening.
Some intense parts of the run all at once here.
Yep.
But Dean opting for buffer. And he's gonna line up his Y angle so that he can get this precise shot at for the CAD here. And
oh, I don't. That probably is just a notches issue. I don't know what exactly causes that failure mode.
I think notch issues typically result in the trooper getting to the wall but not being close enough to the corner. That was just like not quite to the wall, so I'm not exactly sure the cause of that.
It could just be like holding a notch badly. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that specific failure.
It can be anything from like notches to the timing of your CAD inputs. It can be a tricky thing to troubleshoot. Looks good.
Better. Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, gonna do the wall clip. Anno's gonna start City in the Sky. City in the Sky is a fun one to watch because
nice.
lots of LJs
that was
everywhere.
The first try of wall clip.
Oh, nice, nice.
Oh no, is he still in? Yeah.
He's in.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
get
as long as you're like
by-
close enough to the wall, you'll be fine.
Yeah, sometimes you can get clipped out of the wall if you get hit like that, but he's fine.
I believe that the fire always knocks you inward towards Stallard. I could be wrong, but it's almost like a gravitational pull in a way. He's manually buffering the...
Nice, that's
got
it.
it. There's a couple ways you can do that. You can use a metronome to time when you release the claw shot, or you can just look at the bomb.
Yeah. You can look at the bomb and then just press, or you can buffer and then look at the bomb and then figure out when you need to press from there.
Think Dean will do the bomb? Aw, that's okay.
I guess he probably should have. I don't remember exactly if he used one on Dark Hammer or not.
Saves 3 seconds with the new bomb strat, where Darkhammer just saves 1, so I think many runners are just opting for the new one. Yeah, now Dean is going to be getting the cannon early. We're going to be seeing City in the Sky. In the meantime, got lots of cool stuff in this dungeon. Lots of jumps.
Very many
LJs.
LJAs and claw shots.
It's very fun. Lots of aiming precision, though. You can actually lose quite a bit of time to that if you don't aim quickly. Sort of a problem I have.
Yeah, but it's tough. I think double claws is my favorite segment. Just feels like it's either that or Elden Twilight. They're both like just very big skill expression segments. Not a lot of RNG in either of them.
Yeah, that's true. The extent of the RNG for whoops, he side hopped into the void. The extent of the RNG in this section would probably mostly be like vine grabs, whether they're two-handed
Yeah.
one grab.
Those tend to like balance out over the course of like the segment, but yeah, the two-handed, one-handed grabs make a difference. I think in double claws specifically, there's not too many. There's like 2 or 3, I think.
What Dean just did there with the jumping on the railing and lining up with the C up and everything was to skip a cutscene where Argarok comes and breaks the bridge. Which actually
what you just
saves
said is
us time
very
later,
true,
too.
but that was Anno, not Dean.
Yeah, sorry, I got the name mixed up. Yes, Anno. And it also makes it so that when you save warp later, it takes you to that small key chest instead of the beginning of the dungeon, unless you are an anomaly and you get Atom Glitch. Nice blue rippy.
Oh, you got sub 11 spinner. Nice.
Sub 11 spinner's really good. Can be hard to
Yeah,
get.
that's like the benchmark of like a really good spinner segment.
Yeah, just lots that can go wrong and prevent the sub 11. Midnaliin is fighting Death Sword. Death Sword is very interesting in the sense that if you just keep attacking him with sword slashes a certain way, he never gets up.
Yeah, as long as you don't finish a combo, he won't go away. He'll just keep on taking hits.
Ooh, and Midnaliin successfully skipping the Death Sword death cutscene and teleporting straight to the spinner chest. My game feed is being very fun. You can just jump, or not jump attack, spin attack these Dynalphos and they just fall and die very fast. Isn't the theoretical fastest for spinner maybe like 10:14 or something?
I don't know. Community best is like 1024 or something. At least it used to be. I don't know if that's changed recently. Nimzo could have changed it.
Yeah, I know. Anno having some cracked aim right now. Basically, you can skip activating a fan switch just by grabbing onto this ledge. Easy. He's going to grab this Uku and sink all the way down to the bottom quickly, just like that.
Dean is transforming to open this door to skip hitting a trigger that's very close to the door. If you're Wolf, you can be just far enough away from the door and still open it that you don't hit it. And skipping that trigger is important because it skips turning on the fan in this room, letting us get the boss key early. If you didn't do that, you'd have to play the entire second half of City, which takes a long time.
Saves several minutes. Anorakkis is going to be doing the normal aiming method of Aerophos skip here. And, oh. Oh, he had it. Wait,
Oh,
no!
Anno just died. And you don't see people die in Aerophos very often. That's not a common one.
Yeah, he came here on pretty low health. He'll just be resetting the room and going for it again. But it's a 1 pixel shot, and you have to get it within a certain amount of time before Aerophos dives down at you. Requires a very steady aim.
Dean, you don't have any idea how much I believe.
And missing the window again to claw shot into it. He's gonna go for a YOLO backup setup here. Oh, he even had He had the right position, I think. He could have gotten it, but...
Yeah. Sometimes these YOLO backups can crush Void, but other times they work fine.
Oh, Anno, you're insane. I kind of want to see this work. He's determined. He knows just where to stand.
He's in like a really weird spot now, I think. He's like really far back. That's it.
Gets it.
Don't Void. Nice.
Lost a bit of time there, unfortunately, but he got the double claw shots now. He's going to be doing a save warp, and it should take him back to the small key chest that we were at earlier.
Yeah, ended up losing about 2 minutes on our alpha skip in total. So it's a lot of time saved for Dean.
Yeah, that'll certainly lower the gap a little bit. If Dean just kind of blazes through...
No! Oh, Kip landed on the wooden plank there. Did you see that?
Oh,
He
did
got
he get bridged?
He got bridged and then he landed on like the, he landed on like those wooden, I don't even know what to call them, the posts over there to the right. He landed on one of those.
I don't know if I've seen that yet. That's the stuff that the bridge will do to you, for sure. That bridge likes to troll. I don't like it. Dean scaring the Dynalphos away with the very spooky claw shot.
Very expertly being very patient with that last claw shot to make sure he grabs the top. You have plenty of time to get it. Middle lane is going for a backup for early knockdown here.
Anorakkis is gonna do Kai clip. He's gonna clip through this grating here to get to the boss key without having to go outside and go around.
I don't actually know what
That was really fast, wow.
Dean is saying okay then about.
I didn't quite see either.
We might be about to find out.
So far, it looks good.
Oh, maybe he's saying okay then because things are going well.
Rip Gold Segi.
Damn, I'm guessing he fails skydiving. Like, he can't skydive. So
Oh, maybe. Oh!
So he did. That is a way to fail that. Wow.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, yeah.
That was a pretty nice double claws up to that point, though.
Yeah, not bad.
Like, the fact that you were saying okay then, and I thought you were talking about mistakes, but, like, I couldn't find any visible mistakes. I thought it was going pretty well.
He was warning us. And we did not listen.
See into the future? Yeah.
I already know who's gonna get Zelda Crash and who's not.
Actual profits up here. Went for the one framer there, didn't quite get it.
That's my favorite way of spelling death now.
Oh, you're a robot now, JD?
Beat boop.
Oh, it's better.
He still got that nice. And I'm nearly missing that fast fan cycle there.
And you're a robot again.
Why don't... Oh, is it my mic quality?
I'm probably reconnecting to the call, maybe? I'm not sure.
Hello.
Oh, JD sounds fine to you guys? Fuck.
QWERTY, your setup just needs to get good.
I don't know, like, my ping looks fine. Whatever.
Discord is weird.
Anyway, now that Dean has double claws, we can show that he is about 3.5 minutes behind. so the
Collecting
the
harm for
Ralph
safe
skip
measure.
incident really hurt Anno a bit. It's going to be pretty hard to make up 3.5 minutes in the last part of the run here, but it could happen. It's not out of the question.
Could it?
I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Like, we didn't think that Anna was going to lose 2 minutes on her Alpha skip.
Oh wait, no, I was thinking more Anno's PB comparison, I guess.
Oh, I mean, if Anno plays in line with PB, then no, like, probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know where else he has to like save time over, but we'll see, I guess.
Like, it would be a pretty major upset for Dean to take the lead, but it's not, like, outside of the realm of possibility here.
No, it's not. It's not outside that possibility at all. This game is really freaking
Wow.
volatile.
I didn't think that was going to work for Dean, but it did. Nice high clip.
Yeah, he got through. Upset? More like downset, am I right?
Let's check back in on Kip. Kip is howling in Snow Peak to get rid of map glitch. Yep. And mid is entering city.
Yep, Kip is deactivating map glitch so that he does not crash when he digs into this cave.
I wish I could give a comparison for Kip and mid, but it is very hard to before Kip enters city.
Yeah. Routes are just super different.
Yeah. Kip is running on, like, a route that is optimally, like, I believe, like, a good 30 minutes slower. So it's not that comparable of a race, I guess. I think they're both just playing against themselves at the moment.
Anno is just making his way through Argarok, which is just sort of a telegraphed fight. Doing this manipping here, he's on the 3rd cycle now, looks like. He's gonna claw shot 4 P-hats, and then... Oh, wait, nope, I'm thinking wrong.
This is second, I think, but just barely got that second claw shot there. If you miss too many of those,
you sink down
flame
low
cancel.
enough. Yeah, it makes the game think that you fell down, so Argarok stops looking for you, essentially. And you can come back up and just go around him back and claw shot his back.
Yep.
And then for this, the 3rd cycle, you do a slightly different thing because of his property of turning around to try to outsmart you. But
Dean
you
is going
can't
for a rob shot. That looks pretty good. Could be a little bit better, but that wasn't bad.
Yeah, rob shot can be weird. I guess you can say that about anything in this game, right?
Yes, this game is weird. And the people who run it are also weird. All of you are weird.
I am weird. I admit it. Capital D colon. Anorakkis has received one of the mirror shards. Now he has to go get the rest.
So Anno is on, like... He's on, like, a 57 pace, with a 56 still possible, but unlikely.
Very nice snowboarding rupees, Kip.
Dean is on... Dean's splits are really small.
Yeah, they kind of are.
I won't
Look at
lie,
the gap between the.
I cannot read Dean's splits, so he is on A pace. Probably something like 3 flat. And mid appears to be on a, via PB at least, a 314, 315 pace. That was not correct. Like a 30, sorry, a 317, 318 pace. But for 315, still kind of possible. And then with Kip, I don't really know.
Sorry.
4 something for Kip at the moment.
Oh yes, block puzzle.
Yep, you don't see this on GameCube any percent. This is something that we have to do because they can't do an LJA at the beginning of Snow Peak. We have a streak of capital D colons in chat. Oh, Kip is going for something that you basically only see on Wii here. It's called the,
Oh, is this the thing with the spinner?
I guess he'll probably do it with the spinner. You don't... I think you can do Snow Peak before Arbiters. Oh, he's not doing it with the spinner. Oh yeah, he hasn't done Arbiters yet.
Oh, moon
So you
boots.
can do a Moon Boots here. Forgot that he hasn't done Arbiters yet, but yeah. It is easier with the spinner, so some people will choose to do Arbiters before Snow Peak just so they can have the spinner for this. But it is precise, and I believe it's frame perfect. Or it's something like you have to get a first frame Moon Boots, and then you have to do that first frame Moon Boots in like a 2-frame window of the bomb. It's something stupid precise like that, so it usually takes a few tries. So I can't tell you whether any of these are gonna work. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm with you there. We just have to trust in Kip.
Yep, when it works, it'll work. I don't know if we've talked about this skip yet, but midnaliin is about to go for Uku jump. So you're supposed to turn on another fan here, but if you get up on this little ledge here, you can get a kind of precise jump and then vector over to this ledge and grab it. Saves... I don't actually know how much it saves. I'm guessing something like 20 seconds.
Anno is currently getting the first soul, Dean is finishing city, and Midna is about to get the claw shots.
Yep.
And Kip is jumping into a wall.
It's an important wall.
Kip, I don't know if you thought about this idea, but why don't you just climb over it?
Yeah, Kip, what are you doing? Yeah, this is apparently a big choke point for Wii speedruns. Because you can use up all your bombs.
Yeah, it doesn't look too fun.
So, most people save before it. That almost looked like it was going to work.
Yeah, he went up pretty high that time.
So, midnaliin's doing the
fairly
buffer
similar
method.
to Darknut Skip, actually, but you don't have Jump Strike.
That was a pretty good alpha skip from mid. Pretty close to gold there. I think it's a 1 frame window for the moon boots and then a 2 frame for the bomb, Jaquade. I feel like I heard somebody say that recently. Like that might have been Andy, but it's something precise, and also the angle's precise too. It's just apparently it's just hard.
Sounds a bit like Grove 2 skip. Did Midna do the Iwabi buffer?
Yeah, and she got it pretty fast.
Nice.
I think it was like a second try buffer.
It's a newer method of Arrowfo skip that lets you set up the angle for the pixel perfect shot.
Come on, Kip, you got this. This is the one.
We believe. No.
Damn. The next one is the one.
He might be resorting to an alternate method of getting over there now.
Perhaps. I don't actually know how much slower it is to go through this normally. I'm assuming a lot. But I don't know.
Probably decently. Anorakkis, not having to deal with a stupid room. At least not from what I saw.
I think being on top of the chest in stupid room is like the only one that I don't get irritated about.
Yeah, because it's funny.
Like every other room, if I'm on top of the chest, it's like, god damn it. But on stupid room, it's like, I'm on top of the chest.
Maybe it's because you're just like glad that it wasn't worse.
Probably, like, get a dopium burst from getting through stupid room without falling or something.
Yeah. See if you can get Spidey shot.
This is very interesting, like just watching Kip go through this part of the dungeon that I've like haven't seen in forever.
He did not, unfortunately, get Spidey shot. Oh, am I still really quiet on stream, by the way? Ah, nice, okay. Oh yeah, you can do little L slides too. Save a little bit of movement while you're
Not on
clutching the
Wii.
soul. Not on Wii, no.
That is another
One of
difference,
the-
and that's why Wii doesn't have Stellar Skip.
Exactly. Ooh, midnaliin teleported again. Midna is
Just
secretly
skipped
on
an
GZ.
entire fan.
Yeah, skipped one whole fan. Yeah, Wii and HD are similar. HD just has the big difference of not having EMS, I guess. I want to have a word with whoever the dev was that was like, yeah, I'm going to patch that wall.
Yeah. So notice Dean putting on boots in various spots to fall down to the floor a bit faster. And that's good because your in-air speed is slightly slower than your walking speed.
Oh yeah, LJs are a big one too. Nice
Is
freezers
HD
from
mirrored?
Kip.
I always forget if HD is mirrored.
HD is mirrored, but only if you do hero mode. Otherwise, it's the same as GameCube.
You're making that up, right?
No, I'm serious.
Oh, really?
HD has
Okay.
it has a hero mode, and
I actually did not
mirrored
know
like
that. I've never
No,
played HD.
You're good. It's a I don't think runners usually do that mode though. If ever. Do they? I want to see if there's like a funny little category for that or something.
Maybe Wii runners too.
I don't think there's really anything in here about hero mode.
HD camera is correct and SD camera is backwards. You know, when you say SD, you have to clarify whether you're talking about GameCube or Wii. 'Cause now I'm mixing it up again. It's like Dean fell in Stupid Room, which is unfortunate.
Stupid Room did not study today.
Yeah, he got, in my opinion, the hardest spawn. Others would probably disagree. But, I don't know. What do you think the hardest spawn is for Stupid Room?
What do I think?
Yeah.
Probably any platform in the middle.
Yeah, he got like the closest one to the start.
Yeah, that's kind of a troll. They're all manageable. You can work with them all, but some are just way more annoying than others.
I was worried that Kip didn't get the rupee there. I didn't see it until he picked it up.
Alright, Anno has the light sword, and he's on his way to Zant.
I think he's about 4 minutes ahead of Dean. Excuse me, he's about 4 minutes ahead of Dean still.
Yeah, Wii gives you a little fairy. Can't forget the fairy.
Yeah, the fairy that causes crashes during bit.
The fairy that causes nosedives.
Yes.
Maybe the fairy is scaring the Kargarok away.
Anna missed the throw there, but he killed a Squeeble in the process, so was it really that bad?
That's one less dish rag you have to deal with.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you miss the throw there, you kind of have to just massacre the majority of the Squeebles there, or else you will never be able to pick up that soul. And then Anno is on 1 heart right now, which he definitely does not want to be on 1 heart for this section of the game, so he's going to try and get a heart from this case. And then there's an LJA here. And then there's going to be a cool running slash to try and kill all 3 of these guys at once. If you like kind of angle left during that running slash, you can get all 3. And he's going to light up this platform and then kill these guys. And he's going to avoid going back over the platform so he can keep it lit up.
Very nice hearts.
Yes,
he's not going to
he
have to
did
worry
get
about
like
health.
3 hearts during that entire thing, which is good. And then, do you think he'll go for the other LJ? This one's a little riskier. I've heard people say it's consistent.
No, this one's
Looks like he
fine.
is.
I just don't want to talk about the outdoor one.
The outdoor one, yeah.
I have trauma.
I personally have had more problems with this one than the outdoor one. They're both equally risky, I think.
Yeah, this one can also be dumb. But at least you can't clank against a wall and get bounced back.
Yeah. But when that happens, it's like... That's like a more like, I know why it failed, and I can like fix that for next time, you know?
Oh yeah, no, I definitely learned.
But if I failed like the double soul puzzle room one, it's like, not exactly sure, like if I was early or late, but it didn't work. Or sometimes like the boomerang just doesn't clip, and then who knows. We got Dean in reverse stupid room, slightly less stupid than normal stupid room.
Looks like it's going well.
Yep.
Throwing out some boomerang, trying to get a heart. Didn't work out this time.
And Kip is in the desert. Not in C down because there is no lag on Wii. And also there's no C down on Wii.
Yeah, true. But he does get some better visibility out of it, I guess.
Yep. And just point right where you want to go.
Anno getting the boss key. He's gonna jump down and go for a fast Zant head cycle here.
Yeah, hopefully he
Looks
still gets
good.
this guy, yeah.
Yeah, he had a ton of time. Well done.
Yeah, that was pretty clean. And then he's gonna do a... misses the
Gonna get
spin
trolled
into
by
the cutscene.
Kargaroks.
Yeah, you can spin into that cutscene and then just kill all the Kargs, and then you don't have to worry about them after you...
Yeah, this room has like 20 Kargs in it that just magnet towards Link at the end of this.
Anno golded Big Key 3. GG, Anno.
I'm glad to know that this is the third big key in Palace.
Yeah. Wonder if he has a Big Key 4 split later.
I like that all of his splits are completely uniquely named too.
Yeah. Small Key 11.
The 11th small key of the whole run.
How many are there then? I guess there's
That is the question.
13? Unless I'm forgetting one.
Just one in... No, wait. No, two in Hyrule that you get. Two in Hyrule, so that would
yeah.
be this
So 14.
one... Yeah. Oh, wait. 13.
Why 13? Isn't there one in this room?
He's currently getting the 11th one.
You're right. You're right. So true.
Unlucky number 13.
Anyway, he did get early platform, so he saved about 18 seconds getting an early cycle there. Which is more than I thought it originally saved. What game is this?
I'm not sure.
This is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This is Skyward Sword HD.
All I know is that because Anno did not get that one side hop, he is not playing Twilight Princess.
Dean's rang didn't clip out of bounds there, so he didn't go for that. I don't know exactly why that didn't work. Baby, please. Then we have 3 people in Palace, I just noticed.
I'm just gonna pretend my emote worked.
I got you.
Oh,
Legend
I
of
just
Zelda,
typed
the
the wrong
Prince of
version.
None. Yeah, can we get Prince starring in a Zelda game?
Prince of None becomes the Prince of One.
Alright, so we got Anno going into Zant. Doing what to Zant?
Diababa split right here. Maybe this time he can do Uklis. Oh, Andy's fighting Dengoro after that. Nice.
Is that the name of the race time? That's a pretty good one.
Oh, really? Nice.
Alright, so Anno is going to try and prepare his sword combos while he's waiting so that he can just hit Zant with the last hit of the sword combo, because that's the only hit that actually matters. So that both saves time on less hit lag, and also he starts the combo earlier. And he's going to try and do that for most of these cycles, or phases. This phase has a 1 cycle, which is a 2-framer. You can fit in one last sword hit and finish off this guy. And he gets it.
Looked like the earlier frame of the two.
I have no idea. So the Morpheal phase, we're underwater again, so we gotta do the water bomb strats from before. We have a non-fish shoot dance.
This one requires 2 bombs, so you definitely want to at least have those for this fight.
Yep, otherwise you'll have to go find bombs somewhere, and I don't even know where you would go for that. back to city, I guess.
Barnes Bomb Shop. Oh no. I think the bomb trolled him. Get back here, Zant.
Oh no.
No. Good thing we have more bombs.
Yeah.
I kind of like the funny little way Zant just swims back in.
Please walk. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright.
And he's got him this time.
I think we've recovered from that, and we should be chilling.
A little bit of a scary situation, though, not gonna lie.
Yeah. The first cycle for this one is a little tight on air, but the second one, you're usually chilling.
He's gonna position it so that he knows he can just go to the one straight across.
Looks like Dean also got early platform. Nice.
Excellent.
Kip is doing Wii put one skip, where you go over there as Wolf. And
I
he gets
never
it.
even thought about doing it as Wolf that way. That's fun.
Yeah, it's a
Good job,
way you
Kip.
can back up getting a bad LJ as well. Though I don't know if it's faster than just reclaw shotting.
Oh yeah, now Kip's gonna pull the chain because no LJAs.
Yeah, he also has to push this 8 times instead of just 4. Nice hold one. Where were we with Anno? Okay, was that a phase? This is the one required use of the ball and chain.
This is the entire reason we go to Snow Peak at all.
Yep, 10 minutes out of the way just to get the ball and chain for this. At least we get some rupees along the way, but we could
Knock
get those
him on
other
the foot
places.
with it.
And we have to do it twice.
We have tried every possible way that Link can inflict damage on Zant's stupid shoe, and nothing works.
We have tried to clip Zant out of bounds so that he just voids, but that doesn't work either.
People have even tried rolling with iron boots.
Alright, we got mid in Stupid Room. Let's check it out. Well, actually, Anno is gonna do some interesting combos here. He's gonna try and start combos in specific places to make sure that he only hits Zant with the last part of the combo. Because if you... Oh my god, midnaliin. Oh no, that's so sad. Oh, that was so sad, midnaliin. I feel so bad for you.
Alright,
I can't believe that
falling
just
distance.
happened to you.
But luckily, midnaliin was able to teleport back up to the top.
Oh, did you not actually see what happened?
I did see, but then it went back. Splicing,
So
I say.
yeah, Anno is just finished Zant, and Dean is just starting it. So that's about a 4-minute difference.
Oh yeah, just ask Zant nicely, hey, excuse me, Zant, could you please just skip to the next phase? Thank you. And he's like, oh, okay.
midnaliin is hoping for a good spawn here. Nice.
Some annoying Zant hops there for Dean. Yeah, no, Dean, you are pretty close to Anno. Like, not too far behind. One Zant fight apart.
Yeah, it's
Could
4
definitely be
minutes or
worse.
so.
It
Not
is
too
the
terrible.
end of the game now. It will be tough, but nothing's
I don't
impossible.
think I don't think Dean can like sub 3 anymore, but he can still get like a 301 something.
Yeah.
Nice warp, Anno. He says 302 pace. Gotcha. Your splits are just a blur on my screen. The 360p does not play well with them.
Dean swimming up above the massive Zant head. That's one way to do it. I've never seen that before.
So we will see if Anno's run is valid now. As everyone knows, you
yes.
must bonk into this next cutscene, or this next loading zone,
This
in order
determines
for your
everything.
run to be valid at all. Nice.
he's good.
Okay.
He's good.
He's locked in the
Excellent.
win.
Securing that valid run.
Keep killing this guy with charges. I never thought about doing that.
Oh yeah, you can do like a min to B charge and then one sword slash kills it.
We have midnaliin and Dean both fighting Zant. They must be very close.
Dean having a crazy time trying to attack Tiny Zant.
Yeah, I think I actually hate the Blizzetta phase. I'm not sure though. I think I hate it.
I'm not particularly fond of it either. Especially because it's the one reason that our route is 10 minutes slower.
That, and also like if you just miss a cycle, you just feel so stupid. Dean says gold HC incoming. Pause, champ. See it, Dean. Let's watch it happen. So with a good Zelda, Anno could still get a 257. Everything will have to kind of go right for that to happen, so it's not likely, but it's possible. And mid is in reverse stupid room. Taking it a bit safe, which is very fair. Falling here is very frustrating. It's hard to get the soul back to where you need it. A lot of times it just goes and just rolls into like a really dumb spot, and then you just have to wait for the hand to grab it.
Kip having a Stelkin party.
Yep. A Poe 3 of all time, for sure.
Poe 3 can be annoying for sure.
Yeah.
A lot can go wrong because of all the tons of Stelkin.
Super bummer Sag. Well, get that gold, Dean. I believe in you.
Yeah,
Make sure
don't
you
give
bonk.
up, Dean.
Wouldn't want your run to be invalid.
It is not too late to get golds.
See if Anno gets this one frame side hop that saves a bit of time.
Oh, the backflip.
Yeah, sorry, backflip, not side hop. I guess side hops would also work, but it would be harder.
I think it gives you less time to hit start, yeah.
Yeah.
If you even can.
And he
got
gets it. Nice.
Very good. That saves a bit of time over walking back.
Yeah. Something like 4 seconds. Otherwise, Minna is very shocked that he spoke. It's a very epic Squidna cutscene from Dean here. Always a classic, never gets old.
Midnaliin might benefit from gaining some health.
Yeah, especially in this room.
Get the heart! Yeah,
Oh
she'll be
no.
fine. Oh wait. The game feed just skipped to her being back at the bottom again. What is going on?
Oh, she's at the bottom for me the whole time.
So either she fell or went back in time.
I think it went back in time.
Yeah, I'm definitely in a wormhole.
Yeah, she's currently trying to get the heart for me, and then she just didn't get it. Now she has a half heart to deal with these Xan heads, which is a little sketchy, because I think getting hit once is death.
Oh.
I think this Baba can also kill her.
Third ball and chain hit still hit the Dark Nun, even though Anno got an extra hit in on it by accident.
Back in time in this game.
I guess Twitch has it now too. Maybe we'll start seeing reverse bit magic on Twitch.
Yeah, like Midnaliin's stream goes back 30 seconds, but suddenly she has like jump strike.
I think that was the faster but slightly riskier lantern order from Anno there.
Yep. It mentioned yes.
Dude, I quite actually just summoned Yao. Welcome, Yao.
Hi, Yao. I hope mid does not get carved. Just keep on spinning mid. Do cards do a half health heart? I feel like they do.
Probably. Oh, I didn't see if Anno got the ball and chain Aerophos.
And Kip is in Death Sword. I don't know if Kip goes for Death Sword skip. He might. I feel like I've seen him do it before.
Dang, I feel like that'd be tricky on Wii.
Yeah, it's hard to control your camera. According to Andy, at least. Dean says rip gold. What happened? Was it just a slow KB? I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't see either. He's going for it.
Oh yeah, he is.
Let's see it, Kip. Let's see it. Oh.
That was almost it, surprisingly. Like, that setup looked very scuffed.
I'll do it again. Yeah, see up setup. Ooh, stuck Death Sword. It's always fun. That's just bad luck.
Yeah.
He'll have a staring contest with you in the corner. Nothing you can really do about it. There is, well, it's much easier to do on GameCube, but there's like a backup you can do if he does that.
Yeah, I think that backup kind of relies on C-Stick a little bit.
It really does. Ooh, sword method. Alright, that gives you a little bit more time to line yourself up.
Yeah, probably wise.
On Wii, yeah. Not a bad
Damn.
idea. I believe he'll get it.
I don't know, it's really hard for me to tell with these camera angles, and it being mirrored just completely throws me off. Oh, ball and chain strats, nice.
Alright, Anno has finished up with meeting the friends we did not make along the way.
I don't know if mid goes for early platform, we'll see if she gets it. Looks like not.
Unfortunate miss on the early platform.
Oh, is
Anno's
she
kind of
already
making
up
the
there
final
for you?
stretch here.
I should refresh. Wait, where is Anno for you right now? For me, he's approaching the spinner. Looks like he's gonna do Zack strat.
Yeah, you're at the same place as me.
Alright.
He missed it, though.
There
Oh,
it
no,
is,
no,
nice.
just kidding, he got it. He went for it again.
Oh, that was so close.
Not bad. Darkness skip, of course. Claw shotting a torch.
Yep, that
Huge,
is like...
massive oversight.
That is probably the most plain oversight in this entire game.
It almost looks intended.
Like, I really can't think of anything that was just, like, more poorly thought out.
Yeah, no player will ever think to do it, right? Right?
Like, a Ralph skip is kind of poorly thought out, but at least that's precise.
Yeah, I could see that they would have never caught a Rofo skip, but this, really? No Zelda crash from Anno.
Alright, let's count Anno's Zelda cycles. Starting with a Dorito, not what we want to see.
I like Doritos.
Yes, I want to see Doritos on my desk. Another Dorito. Not a great
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, Guy, it's actually quite hilarious. It took, like, such a long time to find that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was, like, super... It was super late found. I want to say, yeah, it was 2016.
Got a swoop. So Anno is on pace for a 9-cycle Zelda. Minimum. And he still is.
But you don't just go off of number of cycles, do you? You also go off of the time?
No. That's honestly just, like, too much to keep track of. I go off number of cycles and the type of cycles.
Oh, okay. Cycles take priority.
Yeah. And then if you're tied with all of that, the better run takes priority.
We will hope that one of our runners gets the fastest possible 17 cycle.
Yes.
Dive attack.
Yep, so one more required non-ball. At least. Wait, did I miscount? Wait, no, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, that was a 9.
Nice cutscene.
Yes, very
Can't
nice
even see
cutscene.
Zelda. Well done.
So true, Jaquade. You're actually right about that.
See if
I
Anno
can
pokes
see it
him
again.
through the back. He does. My favorite freaking thing ever. Attacking Ganon through his back.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's actually fast if he's turned away from you.
I haven't actually tried it yet, but it doesn't look like something too difficult to just do on the spot.
Yeah, it's mostly just kind of the placement of the first jump attack. It requires you to be in a certain place, but it's not too bad.
I thought it was a roll stab.
That's also an option. You can do either. I just prefer the jump attack.
Did not know that you could do either. Interesting.
Yeah, they both work. I've done it like twice recently where for the final charge that Beast Ganon does towards you, I like jump attack towards him instead of grabbing him. Which doesn't lose too much time, but it's annoying. Now we're gonna see how horseback goes.
Yep, so horseback, if you approach the same way, there's 3 different patterns that Ganondorf can take, and you can kind of recognize them so you can anticipate his turns. So, Anno got, like, the middle difficulty one, in my opinion.
Did he get pattern B?
I don't know what letters people assign to them, but he got the one where he does turn a lot, but they're like gradual turns, not the one with the sharp turn.
Okay. Oh, he did good with it. It's looking like it's gonna be a early 58, I think.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, I don't know if 57 is possible. I don't think it is. So yeah, low 58.
It's close to possible, but not quite.
God
Now
damn, I haven't
we
been
get to
counting
hear
Dean's Zelda.
Ganondorf's desire to take this
Dean, if
foul
you know what
blade
your Zelda was, let me know.
and use it to blot out the 257 forever.
Yep. It's just barely not possible.
So close. Still good though.
Oh, missed a spin there. Did not think that was gonna miss. Iron Boots,
GG.
258.06. Nice. GG. Feel free to come
GG.
in for a interview if you want to. Very, very nice
There's a
run.
charge for it though.
Yeah. Hello.
You.
Well done on the
Thoughts?
race, GG.
Man, that was my best run ever at MDH. And
Yeah, we noticed that you were like really far ahead of PB for a bit then.
that was just a disappointing R alpha skip, but that
Yeah.
happens. I played really well in the first half and then kind
Was
of
that the
fell
major
off.
time loss? Was that the only big one?
It was that obviously the Morpheal phase of Zant went a little awry.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
But in the early game, I lost a ton of time to goats and bow.
Right. I didn't actually see
like
what
the
went
first
awry.
goat turned in a way that I've never seen it turn before, and it was just a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be quite strange.
What was your Iron Boots time? Like 8:20, 8 something?
8:21, I want to say. I'll scroll up all the way in my splits and see.
Nice.
All things considered, though, pretty good run.
8:12 was the
8:12.
Iron Boots time.
See, I didn't actually see what happened in the Morpheal phases, and I just looked over and saw that it had already gone awry.
So what happened was I missed the first claw shot. I aimed a little too far down.
A
And
feet shot.
then I couldn't back it up before the mouth closed, and then it was just trying to save it from there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's not the first time I've lost a large amount of time to Air Alpha skip recently. I should probably practice that, but
You could consider the buffer.
Yeah, the buffer. It's not.
no, I don't think I can do that.
You don't think you can do that just on principle?
Yeah, the buffer strat isn't good for no save and quit, and that's actually the category I want to be good at. So,
Okay.
you know,
Wait, I'm trying to think of why it wouldn't be good for no
Yeah, I
save
don't
quit.
actually understand.
it puts the Eralphos in a bad position. You need to save.
Oh.
You need to death warp after Eralphos skip into save and quit. So you need the Eralphos to hit you, and
Interesting.
it won't hit you if you do the buffer setup.
Have you tried
not
the
know
buffer
that.
setup?
Yeah, I've tried the buffer setup.
Okay.
It's nice. I just choose not to do it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And yeah, my PB was from pretty recently, like the last week, and it just kind of didn't feel that good. So it was nice to see that I could recover a minute time loss
Yeah.
before MDH.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get a massive freaking PB soon.
We can hope. Lots of people in this tournament have been PBing, and lots others deserve to PB soon.
Oh, for sure.
Is there any trick in this game I haven't tried, says GMO Pasta? Probably.
Trying to think of one.
If we...
What about that new method of death sword skip?
I haven't tried that, even though it is meaningful for low transforms, kinda.
Have you done the one gate clip at the beginning of Lake Bed?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think I did that at one point too.
Have you done pot push on Wii to get to Deku Toad?
I have not done pot push.
There it is.
strat
There it
looks
is.
so hard. But then again, Wolf and Water has done it in a race on ZSR, so it can't be that bad with practice.
Well, that's Wolf and Water. He does like a bunch of crazy stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So you will be facing the winner of G's and Simi.
Yeah, and that's going to be happening on Saturday, I think. Should be an interesting race. Simi's been playing really well recently, and G's is also really, really good.
Yep.
GG to Dean.
GG.
GG, Dean.
Yeah, Dean, feel free to come in here too if you want. What was the time? 3:03:21.
Mm-hmm. GG. Good race all around for you guys.
Yeah, that was fun. Thanks for comms, of course.
No problem.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what happened in Dean's PB. Was it, or Dean's run? It was like Elden Vessel went a little poor, which, you know, happens.
I'm trying to remember what it was. There was something. For some reason, I've just like completely memory hold like Dean's entire run. Sorry, Dean. I don't remember what happened.
I think mid.
It looks like he's in the waiting room now.
Charlo. That would
Hi,
be really
Dean.
funny.
Welcome in.
Hey, Dean.
Yo.
Sorry that your run maybe didn't go as you had hoped. Still a good race though. GG's.
It's I'm physically sore because of just tense, like just everything was chilling, good boomerang time, gorge void, rupee roll, couldn't get like forest escape for some reason, and then that Karg thing just destroyed my mentality.
Right, that happened. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
you
like
died
the
in Karg
last
play.
race. Yeah, the last race I did, I failed clipping out of bounds twice, and on the second fail I like died, and I'm like, okay, so I grinded the crap out of that over last week, just making sure it was all good, and then apparently, I don't know.
Was it you that voided without did you void in the empty Lake Hylia without dying?
I did the plum out of bounds thing, and then I missed the first out of bounds thing, and I tried to like get a later one and went back in bounds for that.
Right, that's what happened.
Surprisingly enough, that split was only like plus 30 to my best. Surprisingly. Or 40. Something like that. Or it's, no, it's a plus minute. I suck. It's like, you know, bad runs happen, so like you're like, cool, whatever, I just gotta stick it out, and maybe I can get a like get some late game golds or something like that, because I've been practicing the crap out of late game, and nothing there either. And it's just not a day for a good run, I guess.
Yeah, those happen.
It seems like
Yeah.
there's some days that are effortlessly and you can just shit out the best runs ever, and then there's some days that no matter how hard you try, it's not gonna happen.
Mindolin failed the bonk. Run isn't valid. That's so
Oh
sad.
no. Kip wins.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, my late game. I've never had a sub 1 late game, and so I was pretty sure you were gonna save at least a little bit of time on me, and then I just happened to make some giant mistakes. So you did.
It's,
You gained a little bit.
a 103 late game, so that's nothing to write home about at all.
Yeah.
I died in city because the Uku jump. I grabbed the Uku and I had like a half a heart, and I
Right,
hit
I forgot
just the
about that.
absolute corner Just the absolute corner on the way down.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate one.
Yeah. That one was only plus 34 to gold, even with a death. I was like, that was smoothing.
Yeah, I remember like we saw you say like rip gold in chat, like as you were like successfully doing Uku jump, so we were trying to figure out like what happened because you didn't have enough health to like do skydiving.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried not to spoil it too much because of the freaking delay was ridiculous. But
well, at least you did play double claws really well up to that point.
yeah, the stuff I did great, and the stuff I did bad. Sounds about right. Pretty typical speedrun. I wouldn't have lost so much time if it wasn't for the time loss.
Yeah.
True.
I really
It was a nice
back.
race, especially at the beginning with you all both getting like Gorge Void and Ripy Roll.
Oh, the beginning was great. I was having high hopes, good spirits, like feeling good, and I don't know, went out the window. I even took it like hella easy today. I just like chilled, played some Stardew Valley, like went for a walk. I was like, all right, we'll just practice a little bit beforehand because I've been practicing all week.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's the fine line between too much practice and not enough practice. And
It feels like when I practice right before runs, that's jinxing it, and it makes the run bad.
I think I jinx it if I practice for more than 1 hour before a run.
I practiced for like 25 minutes, like if that. Like it was just some trick warm up. I'm like, okay, all these tricks be feeling good. All right.
During my pools race, I practiced for 8 hours before that run, and then it was like my worst run I've ever done ever.
I can imagine that fatigue was playing a variable there.
Yeah.
Practiced for about 10 minutes before this run because I just got home from work right before, and I guess it paid off. But
yeah, sometimes the less practice is almost like the play, because then you just kind of go in with no expectations and just rely on your muscle memory.
Yeah, I think there's like it's definitely like a discretion thing.
We're just getting Bokos in KB4.
got a double hit on the jump attack too. Interesting.
My when I rolled into a KB4 fight, I rolled too far and spawned him in, so I don't really know how to work with that. What a fight. So many Bokos.
Looks like a really annoying strat that Kip's doing right now.
Intentionally? I don't think this is intentional.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Just needs to go a little bit closer to the other side before rolling through.
Oh man, that Helmosaur is saying hi.
I thought you were supposed to do like Iron Boots side hops for that second one.
Midnaliin got the
You can
backflip
do
and
Iron
failed
Boots
to
side hops,
pause.
or you can roll. You could also claw shot through. You have options there, but it's fastest to roll.
I see.
It's nice to see Wii representation in the tournament.
Yeah, I especially
Obviously,
like
it's
the
a-
Wii versus Wii runs.
Yeah. Obviously,
there
it's
was
not
a
as
way
fast
to-
as GameCube, but I love the Wii run.
Wish there was a way for like imposing some sort of a handicap in terms of time difference between like the gold segments or something, maybe between the runners.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, fortunately, a lot of the Wii matchups have been between two people that do run Wii, so that Badamja has like decided to run Wii twice instead of GameCube, just to make it a Wii versus Wii a little bit more interesting. And Andy said he would like do the same thing. Like, a lot of people that run Wii would just match up for Wii or GameCube, depending on who they're with. But yeah, when in cases like this, I don't know. I feel like it's more like both of them playing against themselves, because like the routes are just not comparable.
I'm gonna hop off.
dang, is-
Thanks for the race. Thanks for comms.
Well,
Yeah,
see
good
you later.
race. See you later.
See ya.
I probably put like 30-40 minutes worth of practice into Dark Nut, just making sure that it was always like as consistent as possible, because I'd constantly do the drive-by walk and slash on the first phase, and then like be all the way behind him and still get blocked or something like that. Like,
Yeah, there's some timing to it too. That might also be that you slashed him too early.
yeah, because basically my visual is wait till his like sword is completely like vertically upright, like after he like recoils from the hit or whatever it is. But if you go like
Never thought
literally
of
a
using the
frame
visual for that.
if you go like a frame early, it won't work. It's ridiculously like precisely like, I don't know, specific.
I've always just tried that on feel, and I don't get it a lot, so maybe that's why.
It's a really specific fight. Like, there's really not a lot going on with it, but you need to know backups in case like you miss the process. Nice clean pool room. No targeting. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You can target there on Wii, I bet, can't you?
Yeah, you definitely can. That Kip just doesn't know about it. I didn't know about that for a while either.
A lot of people, like, first running didn't know about that, oddly enough.
I'm not sure if it's on like the ZSR for Uka Jump. Alright, what pace do we got for mid? It looks like 323.
They
It's
were
always
only
hard for me to tell.
They were 5 minutes behind at like AG to me.
Yeah,
So-
like their start was fairly decent.
I don't recall seeing any major mistakes or anything post AG, but I guess I didn't pay attention.
Something happened where she just lost 5 minutes, so I'm not sure.
I think she also screwed around in like Castletown for a minute. I saw.
Yeah, she
Oh.
was doing Star Game and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I saw that, but like my brain just like didn't process that she was doing Star Game.
I did too. I was like, oh, okay, this is cool.
I was like, yeah, this is normal. She's just going through the run.
It's just a different route, you know.
She wants
just,
to
like-
quiver.
Wouldn't that be something like you just like do the entirety of the game, finish Palace, go to Star Game, and for some reason it like warps you to the Ganondorf phase or some stupid.
Arrow
That would be a run.
Wii
Let's go.
with motion aiming. Kipcode, you are nuts.
Oh my gosh. You can't even turn motion aiming off in this game like you can with the Wii U.
Yeah, so it seems like it's hard with motion aiming, but it's actually even harder than that, because when the reticle spins, like the place you're actually aiming at is slightly disjointed from the center of the reticle. So the place you're aiming at also spins around a little bit. So you also have to time it even if you're on the right spot.
Oh man.
No ball and chain strats.
Point the Wii remote at the screen.
At perfectly 0-0.
Divide by 0.
Clueless.
God, I really want to do a salty run back. This is an absolute
Go for it.
dumpster fire.
I'd watch that.
Like, just, like, it was everything. Like, post Boomerang, like, Boomerang was like a 29, 30, or 40, so it was just it's pretty clean. And then just, I think it was plus 2 minutes to Vessel. And then Elden was pretty choppy. Lineru, I failed Waterfall side hop, and then bonked trying to get the rupees on the safe method down.
Yeah. Oh, Dean, do you happen to know what your Zelda was? I wasn't watching.
I missed the first cycle because she was floating around so much, and I was like right up against the gate. And when I released the spin attack, I just got
you got
knocked
hit?
back from the gate. Yeah, so I think it was like, I don't know. It
That's
was like
fine. I don't track ones that got hit.
It was plus 37 seconds though to gold, so I would guess it was
Yeah.
at least 9 or 10 cycle, just out of ridiculousness. And worst part is was testing my white Wii versus my black Wii for loads when I was doing practice, and I forgot to swap back to the black Wii for the run.
Oh,
So-
how much slower is the white one?
I actually don't know. I just completely base it on feel. Like I feel like it's slower.
Gotcha. You can do the loads test that Nimzo wants everyone to do.
I would need some person who's smarter than me to help me with that.
Have you ever done like rando?
One time like a year and a half ago.
You load it the same way, so
It's just an REL load file, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to just go.
there's a to-do list for it if you want.
High clip.
Yeah, weak high clip, glitchless. Looks like he's not quite in the right spot for it though.
Oh. I thought my high clip today wasn't gonna work, but I bet.
I also thought that. I was so surprised when that worked.
Well, actually, strangely enough, is that like there is a specific visual, but like if you're lower than the visual, you can be more left, and if you're higher than the visual, you can be more right. Like it's a strange variance that I've found with that visual cue on the setup list.
Yeah, I've always just aimed to the same spot, so I don't know about that.
Well, I try to like move to a spot in the fan so that you just aim as high up as like Link will aim, and it's just like right, but it's always like there's tiny variables you have to like account for.
I've not been counting mid Zelda either, because I'll have to watch the VOD.
We'll say it's 420 cycles.
It looks like it's not going too well.
Did Kip ever get that bomb boost that they were going for?
No, they did it casually, which is interesting.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, ran out of bombs.
Gosh,
He had
that
one
is-
left, but he saved it.
Oh.
I don't exactly know why he saved that one, because he was going to get city bombs either way, but yeah, he had one left.
God, this weak high clip looks so weird. I see a frame when it works, but it's just not quite getting it.
It's supposedly a lot easier. I just think that he was too low there. Andy says it's like way easier on Wii than on GameCube.
Really?
That's weird,
Yeah,
because literally
just
it's
because you can
point and shoot
aim-
on.
You can aim places where you wouldn't be able to aim on GameCube. You can just like disjoint the claw way far away from like your actual body.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like there it is. See how he like clawed up way to the side.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's strange.
Huh.
I honestly do like watching a good Wii run, like just because of how uniquely different a lot of the strats are.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, he got the BK, right? Okay, never mind. We're good, we're good. I thought that he, like, fell back down again before being able to get it. That would suck.
Just not doing fan skip. Or
Yeah, I
think
can't
this is-
believe
I think it's called
I can't-
fanless.
I can't believe I found fan skip in 2009 on my first playthrough.
I mean, in theory, it's not too hard of a thing to actually do.
Well,
That's
like,
another one where I'm kind of shocked that it made it past playtesting.
well, I was stuck on my first casual playthrough. It was like 2009, and I sat here on these fans for like 2 hours one night, and I finally somehow got across by cheesing it. And then I mentioned it to the Discord like 2 years ago, and then they figured out the method.
Or you're talking about this, not
Yeah, where you
Not
don't have to turn them on or you
early
don't have
boss key.
LJs. Yeah, no. No LJs, no fans. I still got across.
On the Wii version?
No,
Yeah.
on the GameCube version.
Wait,
Well, you
how
can
do
do
you
it
do
on
that
the Wii
without
version.
LJAs?
You can just kind of go around in a weird way.
There's like a really specific way to clash out the grades so that you like pop up on them. Like you have to be like as low as far back as possible on one. I don't know. There's a video on ZSR though. Did Kid Me figure out upwarding? No. I was so bad at playing video games that I constantly was trying to find alternative methods to do things.
I'm pretty sure there's a Wii specific way to do it without the fan that's different than the GameCube one.
I think it's the exact same.
Maybe. I don't know. I
Because
know
it's
I've seen the
weird.
video, I just haven't seen it in a while. This is very scary, Mid.
I actually
He is
had
like
the worst.
he is actually waiting to do that.
Oh my gosh. I had the worst horseback ever too. Like I think Zelda shot. I think I missed like 10 shots almost. It was awful.
Happens.
Well, sometimes.
Nice pattern C type thing from Mid there.
Once Ganondorf goes in chase mode on you, you have to get hit by him, it feels like. There's really no way out of it.
Yes, I've heard that. I've heard that described as the wormhole. Or no, I think Prince called it the vortex. That's what he said.
Huh.
You just get like a vortex of getting knocked off over and over and over again.
A vicious cycle.
Yes. Alright. Still 325.
Discovered by DeanMachine. There's an actual trick on with my name on it. Holy crap.
I haven't found much.
GG.
I also haven't.
325, 52 it looks like.
GG.
You can come in here if you so please. I'm not sure if she's gonna come in here, but since Kip has like over 50 minutes left, I think we'll probably just raid him. Oh, she is coming in here. Okay, she's in the waiting room. Hi.
I'll be back, guys. Oh,
Thoughts on your run? Oh, and she's back in the waiting room. Hello again.
Welcome.
oh, hey, sorry. I'm very confused.
Thoughts
Really
on
good
your
run.
run? GG.
GG, thank you. Yeah, that was rough, but it happens. How did you guys make out on your run? Oh, they're not there.
And Dean's here.
Anno left, but Dean is here.
My run was a dumpster fire of difficulties. I feel
Yeah,
bad
I
too
feel
because
you.
I practiced a lot too. I was like feeling real good. I was hyping it up, and then I just after the early game, then it was just a spiral.
For sure, yeah.
I think you were like 5 minutes behind me in AG at one point.
I was, because you were getting the memo when I was about to warp to Hylia, so I wasn't very far behind you.
So yeah, you were on a really good early game.
So,
Yeah.
since you won, you'll face either me, Ether, or Rikio, depending on how the next 2 matches go there.
Cool. Sounds good. I'm excited to race more people in the bracket.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Do you happen to know what your Zelda was?
I have no idea actually.
Alright, I'll just watch the VOD. And we got Kip in the waiting room too. We'll probably raid him in a bit. But you can come in here and chat about how it has gone. Hi Kip.
Hey,
Thoughts on your
GG on Argarok.
thanks. Thoughts on the run? Well, very bad beginning.
Yeah, there was some Hugo troubles.
Yeah, not only Hugo, apparently I couldn't do map glitch either.
Yeah, that one kind of sucks on Wii.
It does, but you get used to it too, so I don't believe that should be a problem. I blame the fact that I was awake since 5 a.m., so...
That'll do it. Are you gonna finish out your run?
Yeah, I will.
Alright.
That's gonna give me some practice.
Mid, did you have any favorite part of your run?
My favorite parts? Probably getting Gorge Void. That felt nice.
That was pretty hype.
Always
Yeah.
feels
You're-
nice, doesn't it?
Most of your beginning was pretty good. There was
Yeah.
the one weird blip with doing bite too early and going back into Bo's house. That was a moment.
hmm I was actually worried that I had ruined the possibility to do it, but I'm like, I think I can go back and retry it, so it wasn't too
Yeah.
bad.
And I think you had some golds. You golded Morpheal and something else too.
And MDH, yeah. Yeah, and then I just fell apart at pull 1 skip, so that was fun.
Oh yeah, I think I did see you died there. Was that a purposeful death to reset your health, or did you just void?
It was purposeful both. I died both times there, like twice.
Oh.
A lot of dying.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think I died twice, but I don't remember where the second one was. Oh yeah,
Surprisingly,
earlier,
Oh, sorry.
lake bed, enter lake bed, and died.
Mhm.
It was surprising that like all three runners got guard voice. That's not good. I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was pretty cool, yeah.
Especially since we had like synced Gorge Voids from Anno and Dean, and they just both got it at the same time. We were like, let's go.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yep.
It's honestly the most hype moment. Is like just hoping the runners get that one A press, and then everything else is whatever.
But synced Gorge Voids and like synced Morpheals are just so hype.
Synced
In general,
Ganondorfs.
it's pretty hyped to be synced.
Sync to Ganondorfs are pretty hype as well. I think Sync to Zants might be slightly more hype than Sync to Ganondorfs, but I'm not sure.
I've never seen a Sing Zant, but that sounds actually just cool to watch.
I think I have. Well, maybe not like synced, but
248.34.
I guess we can wrap up the restream and go ahead and raid over to Kip, right?
sounds good.
Yeah, thanks for commentating though.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Good
No
commentation.
problem. It was fun.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure. Nice.
GG again.
All right, I guess
GG.
it's my cue then. Thank you to who's left? Dean and Kip and Anno and midnaliin who just left for a great show. And thank you to Cordy and JD for coming. Everyone coming out to watch. Send you guys over to Kip and we'll get out of here. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night.